Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, we got a 30-day extension, which means you got 30 days, 1 more month, 4 more weeks of big chocolate, daddy, sexy, cool guy, brother, man, dude, friend to deal with.
Dude friend is my favorite. By the way, folks, just because the 30-day stay-at-home order will be lifted eventually doesn't mean our show's going away. We're going to have even more. There is a life after the virus, and World Class Bullshitters is here to live it with you. Up next is the man in the background who usually chuckles, the last standing Simone, Big Rig, Nick U-Town.
I think I hear Carol Baskin outside my door.
That bitch.
Guess what, motherfucker?
I smell sardine oil in here, tigers.
And finally, American Ramrod, Kendo Slice.
I don't know how many people are watching our show tonight, but I guarantee it's more people that were in attendance at Wrestlemania.
Ooh, we beat the WWE.
Damn. Shots fired. I like it.
Harsh words. So, guys, this is episode 214 of World Class Bullshitters. And for those in our audience who may be Jewish or know someone who is Jewish, it is Passover. And we had a Seder. I've had a couple glasses of wine, so it's going to be a nice, loose show. Hag Sameach.
Yeah.
There we go. So there you go. Happy holiday.
Happy holiday.
Happy holiday. So, folks, I'm feeling really good tonight. The guys know what's up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, as always, we start with a little bit of housekeeping. So first up, folks, tomorrow night, if tonight wasn't enough, Nick and I are going to be over on our friend Raiders of the Lost Flicks channel. It is his birthday, and he wanted to celebrate. He called in his Patreon card, and he said, guys, I need you on my show. And we said, all right, dude, what do you want to do? And he said, I want to watch Samurai Cop and the Miami Connection. So tomorrow night on Raiders of the Lost Flicks, we're going to be watching Samurai Cop and Miami Connection, live commentary over there. And Nick and I will be there live to answer your questions. Anything you guys want to ask us about. Remember, it is Raiders of the Lost Flicks, so I don't know if he has different rules, so we'll follow the house rules, but we're there to have a good time and celebrate his birthday with him.
Know what chat I'm going to be a part of.
So, we do not have any new patrons this week, but over on Patreon, we gave you our post-Wrestlemania show, which is well over an hour long. So if you're the $5 tier and up, you have that. Of course, there will be after hours after tonight's show. And over the weekend, we're going to give you the video commentary for Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, meaning you can watch the film along with us in the commentary form. It is from our live drunk commentary, which is always better to catch live because you can be a part of the experience. But if you couldn't, if you were working, if you're an essential employee, or you're just busy that day, well, join us over on Patreon and check that out. That is the video tier, and that's always a lot of fun. And I believe Nick went ahead and made a little video of Star Wars Celebration, which we're going to upload as well, because this is the 1-year anniversary of Star Wars Celebration, where we met Jeremy and Anna and Jesse and Ethan in person, and we had a fantastic time. So maybe next week, Kendo and I will get together, maybe even on After Hours tonight. We'll talk about our time at Celebration and, the first official Fandom Menace meetup.
Yeah, that video, it was one of those things I kept thinking about it this week, and I was just like, I need to upload that. And it was to me, it was the funniest video that I had taken that week, because it was Dion dealing with the Galactic Empire.
I forgot about that. Holy shit! Yeah.
It was one of those things where, like, I'm glad I found it and I uploaded it. And I was just like, this is hilarious, because, like, I don't know, man. It was just really funny to me. It was just Dion trying to not get recruited by the Galactic Empire.
Dion, I'm proud of you that you didn't fall for their wily ways.
Thank you. If there's anything that I'm about, it's about getting the right information out to the people, whether that's during times of galactic civil war or times of peace. I am here for the people.
So speaking of the people, who do we have joining us tonight? Last night on Fandom Menace tonight, we had a hell of a turnout. It was actually bigger, double the size of last week's podcast. I guess the audience was super excited to talk about Rian Johnson and Star Wars. And guess what? We always have a little more to talk about, because, guys, he's popped up in the news this week. I want to hear your take on all of this. But we have a lot of news. So let's see. Hello to Raging Rhino, the Last Roman, Chuck E. Cheese is always here. Fried is Wide, Swinging Cod, what's up? We also have Mordart. We have Cold-Blooded Critic. I don't even know if Cold-Blooded Critic is new, but welcome. We have Ann O'Reilly. And we have action figure expert Donkeysaurus Rex, the third turd, Dr. Coffin Nails, and Jaeger Bomb and Dr. Meatball. Go big boar, go home. So, guys, last night, Jesse had...
Dr. Meatball's a real doctor.
I don't know if Dr. Meatball's a real doctor, nor is Dr. Coffin Nails, but I'm willing to put your life in their hands.
Dr. Coffin.
By the way, folks, last night we had Go Big Boar, Go Home on Jesse's channel. He was a great dude. We were talking about guns, gun safety, inaccuracies in movies and stuff like that. Jesse has the link on her channel, and we're going to have him back on. Well, she's going to have him back on soon. So just follow this channel for the announcements, the updates. He's a great dude, fan of the channel, and he's a lot of fun to listen to, and you learn shit. So that's always important. So, Dion, now that we got everything out of the way, set up for the audience,
Yes.
what did you think of WrestleMania, briefly?
Overall, I think it was the best of what it could be given the circumstances. They definitely took a lot of, I guess, chances, so to speak, even though it should have been done before, either by WWE or by other companies. Overall, I think it was a decent show. I mean, I think I gave it a 7 out of 10. Of course, they had to do WWS things like Charlotte winning the goddamn NXT title, which I thought was really dumb. John Cena lost, which I thought was fantastic. The Undertaker Boneyard match was so goddamn silly. I could not stop laughing. It was terrible, but I had a great time with it. And then everything else seemed to go well. Seth Rollins lost, which talk about a fucking change in a year's time. Holy shit. People were so happy to see him at last year's WrestleMania. And that dude talk about burning it down. He burned down every fucking bridge he could in the last 365 days. So that was very, very interesting as a wrestling fan. But yeah, it was a pretty good show. Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. That's
Pretty good.
Now, Kendo, you and I actually did the whole show. We reviewed each match, but briefly give the audience a taste, a small sampling of your opinions of WrestleMania 36 live with an audience of 0.
No crowd there kind of hurt the show substantially because the big moments that should have had the huge pops, like Drew winning the title, I guess technically Braun Strowman winning a title, even though that championship's been turned into a fucking joke over the last couple months.
You don't like the Fruit Roll-Up Championship? That's weird.
It's not so much that it's the Fruit Roll-Up Championship. It's that they finally put it on a character that was compelling, and then only to take him to Sweet Saudi Mania money and job him out to a guy that's 55 years old. Wasn't really that great to begin with. Peaked 22 years ago. Also, you could get two dudes spearing each other to fight for the title. And then one dude who has to pull out because he's immunocompromised and the COVID will kill him. So it blew up in their face spectacularly. Not to mention terrible booking decisions and the comic genius that was the silly ass Boneyard match and the Firefly Funhouse match. It was a glorified television taping with no people. I gave it a 5.5.
Yeah, you can hear, like I said, the entire thing, match by match. We have covered this ever since they first made the announcement. We were actually on air recording when they made the announcement of WrestleMania being canceled for the audience and then what they would be doing in its place. So, Nick, I know you're not the biggest wrestling fan. Anything you want to add to WrestleMania?
No, I missed it, man. I was against it because of just the whole thing. I mean, I know I shouldn't have been against it, but it was just like there's nobody there, and it just ceases to be an event. It's just a show at that point with nobody there, and it's just like I couldn't imagine watching it like that because I've been to a couple of them so far, and it's just like it would be so weird to watch. It'd be so weird to watch.
Let's see. I will. I always read the super chats in order, but Zero Gun Rivali did say Kevin Owens and Wyatt saved us from deathly tedium. I thought the Wyatt stuff was pretty awesome, and Kevin Owens always gives a good performance, but I just wasn't feeling that match. So
yeah,
folks, I will read everything in order. Do not worry, I didn't skip anybody's, but that was just WrestleMania. It was apropos to WrestleMania, so I wanted to make sure I addressed that one. Because what I want to share with you next, guys, we had a big announcement, a big reveal this week in the video game world. Now, everything else seems to be slowing down, but we got gaming news coming out left and right. And this week, they revealed the PlayStation 5 controller. Now, Dion,
yes, sir.
you and I are both PlayStation fanatics, I'd say. You've
Mhm.
had every PlayStation. I've had every PlayStation. We've all honestly had all the PlayStations, but you're that guy. I don't think of you as a Nintendo guy, an Xbox
Yes.
guy. You've always been PlayStation first. What did you think of the PS5 controller reveal when you saw it?
I'm not a big fan. It looks a lot like a Switch controller to me. The white design, I like the color scheme. I think it's very interesting, but just the handle portion just seems really long, and then it just seems more like kind of compacted and curved down. So right now, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan. Obviously, I'm still in the boat that the PlayStation 3 controller was the best one. I'm a big fan of the PlayStation 4 controller, but yeah, this one isn't very high up for me.
Yeah, I prefer the PS4 controller. I think all of them, just the feel. Maybe the aesthetic looks best on the 3 because it's essentially the first DualShock wireless.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And DualShock 2, but turned into DualShock 3 wireless. And then once they added the rumble feature, I thought it was a great controller. Battery life left something to be desired, but whatever. This one I saw and I thought, I don't like it. I don't really like the color scheme, to be honest. If you can get an all black version of this, I will buy that. And if the system is backwards compatible with the PS5 controller or the PS4 controller, I might stick with that, to be honest. I prefer that.
Yeah.
I have to hold this, but just based on aesthetics, I'm not feeling this.
Okay, no, I'm with you on that one. Plus, I like how it looks a lot like, I saw a meme last night, but it looks like the quantum suits from Avengers Endgame, and I was like, that fits perfectly. Which, again, it being Sony, I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of use that as inspiration. So yeah, I was like, it looks exactly like the goddamn quantum suits.
Nick, what did you think of this controller since you play PS4 regularly?
I mean, I'm partial to the PS4 controller. Once again, like, I really hate that the battery life is dog shit. Really pisses me off. But this looks weird, and I mean, like, it has a big pad in the middle. I guess it's the mouse pad that you barely use in the PS4 controller. It reminds me of the Google Stadia or whatever the hell it's called. It reminds me a little bit of that, and I'm just like, that thing, was DOA. But also, I mean, are the buttons not raised on this at all, or are they just like embedded in the plastic? Like, what is that?
They are raised. There are images of the controller from different angles, and it's like a gloss, like an enamel coated.
Okay, yeah, because it looks like they're flat, and you like press into them, and if that's the case, that's weird, and that doesn't feel right. But yeah, PS4 for me, I think is the one that I like. This looks weird. I hope. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, if the console is everything they say it is, then I'll be okay. I'll deal.
Here you go. Here's an image of for it. You can see the buttons are raised.
Okay, good.
There you go.
Good.
So,
Yeah.
folks in the chat, if you're wondering, it looks like we have a carbon fiber design grip on the thumbsticks. Everything is raised. Not in love with the start minus, and you can tell that the touchpad is still very much raised and clickable.
It's bigger. It's bigger on this one than the PS4. It's weird. Does anybody really use that a lot? Because I mean, I barely do. So I don't know what the deal is.
I'm, whatever. Kendo, what do you think?
It's a fucking Xbox controller. That's all it is. They just copied the fucking Xbox controller.
Now, I hope that Sony has the good sense to offer this color variant of the controller, because I saw this as I was pulling some images for the show, and if this, I know form over function and over form, form and function over design, but I like the color of this one. I really wish this is what the controller looked like, because I think the white black throws off some of the dimensions of the grips, the length of the grips, and it just is kind of off-putting. But whatever, we got to play it. We can't bitch about it yet.
Right. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the color scheme. I mean, obviously, PlayStation has probably got the best controller color game in the business. So, we'll have the standard colors, and pretty soon they'll have, black, blue, pink. Apparently, like the camo thing has kind of become a big deal with PlayStation controllers now. So, yeah, I'm not worried about color schemes at this point.
Let's see. People really like this redesign. This isn't from me, folks. This is on Twitter from Elka Gaming. So it will happen one day. I actually kind of geeked out for the PS4, and I got the clear controller. Remember the clear ones for the original PlayStation, Dion?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, my God. I am still kicking myself that I didn't get the clear ones for PS4.
I did. Now that I live with somebody that will play the console with me, second controllers are necessary. So,
Oh, for sure.
yeah, like when you and Hillary play games all the time. Borderlands. You used to play Army of Two, right? Back in the day.
Yep, Army of Two. We're trying to work our way through Borderlands 3 and Ultimate Alliance 3.
I was thinking about buying Ultimate Alliance 3 because I was, we make the videos, we do the live shows all the time. It is kind of like a time. I ain't bitching. This is not a complaint, but I really want to sit down and play Ultimate Alliance 3. But I've been playing that Avengers game on my phone religiously.
Assemble or whatever it is.
Yeah, dude, it's so dumb, but I love it so much. My team is Spider-Man, Hela, Venom, Cable, and who's my fifth person? Fuck, Thanos. There we go. It's Thanos.
Nice.
There we go. So I'm kind of obsessed with that game. So hail to everybody in the chat. Hello, Larry, Nerdigans, and everyone else. It is time to get into some of the main focus of the show. So first off, let me pull this one up. This one caught me off guard. This is not a big topic tonight. First off, Kendo, I want to show something special just for you, my friend. So I believe you will appreciate this more than anyone else. We've talked about having our own action figures. I've done artwork of our action figures that we'll one day have. But for now, a man that we all know, I don't know if we respect or even like this guy, but he's getting his own action figure in the form of art, and it's going to be awesome. Check this out. Boom.
Son of a bitch.
Nice.
G.I. Joe Exotic.
I like it.
A real American hero is right.
I can dig it.
There's already a problem because in that packaging he's riding a tiger, but what comes with him is a small tiger. Do you have to buy the bigger tiger separately?
Yeah.
I guess.
Is you can get the Battle Cat from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe playset. You just repaint it.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
I got one downstairs.
I'm okay with that.
The title of the playset is Here Kitty Kitty.
Go fuck.
If they do like a Castle Grayskull of Carol Baskin's house, it has to include like the septic tank and a corpse of Don Lewis.
God.
And obviously her action figure has to be that bitch Carol Baskins. It has
of course.
It has to.
with both husbands dead and alive.
You can only get her new husband if he comes on a leash.
Yep.
Yeah.
We call him
Yeah, he has to be on a
Baskins.
leash. And the Don Lewis action figure doesn't come assembled. It's just parts inside the packaging.
Some assembly required.
So I thought that was a fun thing. Let me take off the fonts of the PS5 controller banner. That is one of the beauties of watching us live, folks. The little banners, all kinds of fun stuff like that. Also, in the news, briefly, this is an entertainment channel. We have to wonder about the future of the streams of entertainment. And I don't mean streams as in live streams, but how can you consume your entertainment after this whole virus goes away and things go back to normal? Well, it looks like AMC is likely to file for bankruptcy, according to the analysts, or as we call it, say on this channel, analysts. Now, Nick, without me giving away any information on your family, your brother does work for a theater chain in a non-usher role, so he has some meat in the game type.
Oh yeah, he's got some pull, yeah.
But if movie theaters, let's say AMC is the largest, I believe, in America, correct?
I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to say yes.
So if we have AMC go down, do you think there will be first off, there'll be thousands of jobs lost? Because I think there are 600 and something locations across the country is what they said. Obviously, that's going to be minimum of 1,200 people if 2 people work at each theater, which is obviously not the case. But if AMC were to go away, thousands of jobs would be lost. It'd make a huge dent into the the movie theater experience and the market and the industry. Do you think that someone will bail them out, or do you think AMC is just going to go bye-bye?
I think someone will bail them out. I mean, name recognition is huge, and plus that's just part of it. It's just my nostalgia inside would be very upset if they went out.
Yeah, I mean, they might get bailed out. They might get bought, but I don't think if they're the biggest, they would get bought because I don't know, Apple or Disney might grab them in that case. But then that would be really weird if that was the case. Because then you'd have Apple Studios, if they made their own, once they make their own movies, it's all just going to be in those theaters only, and they're going to be like, oh, they're only in these theaters. You can't get them like in any other theater or something. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that can happen. I think they might get bailed out. I'm pretty sure they will, because once again, it's jobs, like you said, it's thousands and thousands of jobs that are going to get lost. So I mean, it's rough to say at this point. This is a unique situation that hasn't happened for a while. So it's just going to be interesting to see how that's all gets worked out, and what happens with especially AMC, the theater chain, because I know what my brothers have told me about his, and they are looking at different ways of making income, different things to do, and hopefully they will be open soon. So who knows?
Kendo, any thoughts on this?
I don't want that to happen for a plethora of reasons. Mainly one, I don't want to have to just rely on streaming services and my cell phone to watch movies. I do like going to the theater, especially when there's not many people there, because people at movie theaters suck. But yeah, I mean, if they go, then what's the next one to fall? All that's left is like Regal, Waringburg, and then your locals. But even then, locals, like every local non-chain theater that I know of in my area is all shut down or gone under over the last decade. So there's kind of like the big three, at least, and that I can think of. And if AMC drops, then you just got two left, and well, that's not good for anybody.
I will say that some of my favorite movie experiences are because of the theater. Like I always say on the show, The Avengers, guys, seeing it back in 2012 with that crowd. We did the whole, at the time, the entire MCU marathon, a whopping 5 movies. Now we're at what, 23?
Yeah.
Shit. That was only 8 years ago. But speaking of anniversaries, we're coming up on Avengers Endgame's 1-year anniversary. We should try to set a time aside here on the channel to do a double stream of Infinity War and Endgame. Would you guys be interested?
Fuck to
Oh,
the
of course,
yeah,
yeah.
fine. Sir. Fuck to the yeah.
All right,
man.
we'll do a drunk stream. When's the next weekend you guys are free? We'll talk off air, but folks in the chat, we're gonna make that happen.
The next few weekends. Ain't shit going on.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I want because I want us all here. Dion and Kendo have the hardest schedule to like pin down. So,
For sure.
Let's shoot for that as soon as we can, and we'll make official announcements because. God damn it, Kendo! Because it'll be, I think it'll be a great way to celebrate the end of the MCU.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
So we also have. Where did this one pop up? Now this one isn't really bothersome to me. I just thought it was kind of a dumb thing. So did we all watch Ducktales growing up?
Yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
There is a new Ducktales cartoon that I've never really watched. But they're trying to introducing a gay character, a gay couple into DuckTales. Now, I don't know about you, but when I think of just ducks going on adventures and their penny pinching parsimonious uncle, I don't really think of gay couples. But hey, whatever. It's 2020. But have you guys heard this news?
I have not.
No.
No.
Yeah, it's just kind of popping up around right now. Violet's gay's dad were introduced on the Disney cartoon. No issues with any of this stuff, but it does feel like Disney has really, like 2020 is the year where Disney's trying to implement this in a lot of their stuff.
Well, I mean, I think this is hilarious because I remember back in the day when a lot of other channels were having, had shows around gay people and gay couples and things like that. Disney was one of the last channels to do that.
That's true.
Yeah, they were one of the very last channels to have a gay character or a gay TV or a show that revolved around a gay character. And I don't know if they're making up for it now or what the deal is, but it's just like now it's just forceful and preachy and nobody cares. So
Yeah.
It would have been nice. Like, King of the Hill was talking about that kind of stuff in the early 2000s. I don't remember the episode with Dale's dad, what season it was, but they did that decades ago at this point. And we have Disney who just wants to take credit. Oh, we did this first. We're so,
and that's the thing, and that's real. And I think that's the fucking nail on the head, man. It's tough because everyone's like, okay, cool, that's fine, especially when they do it without fanfare. But fucking Disney, the way they do it, it's just eye roll inducing, because they're not, like Nick said, they were one of the last, and then they're not doing it to normalize or even show support. They're doing it because, hey, they want people to look and say, hey, we've got two gay dads on on a cartoon now, and it's like, I mean, you guys are far from the first, and you doing it now isn't breaking any ground, So it's just like, yeah, it's a good thing. It is, and then at the same time, there's always an ulterior motive. There's, how much of that does Disney actually believe? I don't fucking know, But and seeing it is cool, but we don't have to have a parade and a fucking, a news article every time. Like it's fucking, even Family Guy and other cartoons have done that. It's just like, okay, well, cool, man. Geez,
Yeah. So it's not good when it's done for bad reasons. I agree with that. It would, if they were really trying to be groundbreaking, they're just trying to follow the the trend, and they didn't want to offend. Before they were all about traditional this and that, and now they're trying to be, oh, we're on the cutting edge of acceptance and diversity because it's the popular trend among the Twitterverse. It's like, yo, the people that call them out on this shit aren't bigoted and don't dislike gay people. At least what we're trying to just say in a roundabout way for the soundbite version of the show is, Disney, you should have been at the forefront of this 2 decades ago.
Exactly.
Instead of just being last of the party and expecting all the praise. It's just like those people that are like, oh, we're fighting for black rights or this or that or women's rights. I'm like, have you ever heard of Martin Luther King Jr.? Like, that dude kind of beat you guys to the punch. So suck a dick. And women can vote for almost 100 years now, right? Or over 100 years.
Over 100 years.
Almost
100
years. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, all these people that are trying to act like, oh, we're out there, we're virtue signaling and we're fighting the good fight. We are social justice.
Well,
warriors.
I mean, and also Disney had the rule in their parks, I think, since it went out in like the early 90s. But like I remember there was an incident in the 80s or maybe early 90s where like two dudes were like making out while they were dancing in one of the parks, and then they got a lifetime ban.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was in the newspaper. It was once again, it was like a long time ago, and it was a big issue. And then it was seen as for some reason it was a court thing that happened, and then they got the right to go into the park and do whatever they wanted, but only them. They could be the only like two dudes making out while dancing. Nobody else could do that. So it was a weird thing, and they won the court case, and it was a whole crazy thing. I remember I think one of the YouTube channels who does a lot of really intensive investigation to Disney and their practices like had a whole segment on it, and it was really informative.
Well, we could talk about that again. Just send me the link.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
So folks, tonight we're going to be talking about Ezra Miller, Amber Heard, Ryan Johnson, all sorts of stuff, the Dana White Island, and I have a little visual game that we're going to play a little later tonight. Let me just see what the audience is saying, because we have a lot of people that want to join in on the show. Folks, let us know that you're having fun by hitting that thumbs up button, and let us know what you think. So first off, our friend Jägerbaum says, super off subject, have any of you seen 40K's Astartes or Hell's Reach? Fans do it better than Hollywood is doing now. Figured I'd make the recommendation. I have seen the Astartes. It's like a series of like clips, right? Like animated Warhammer 40K stuff. I've seen that, but I haven't seen Hell's Reach. Now, are you guys aware of what Warhammer 40K is?
Oh, I know what Warhammer 40K is. I just haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that thing.
They're cool. I would recommend you guys watch them. Like Dion, I know you'll get up in the morning before everybody else and watch some shit on YouTube.
Right.
Pop them up, man. They're fun.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Anybody else? Have you guys had a chance to see them, but you're just aware of the Warhammer 40K?
Yeah, I know.
I'm aware of it.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of it. I know what it is, but I'm not like I've never played it or looked at it really.
Maybe one day down the road we'll have little metal figurines of us that are in the scale of Warhammer 40K. And,
Sure.
obviously, we're not dudes in suits of armor or warriors, but at least you can get the WCBS add-on.
We can work on it.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do with all the money. We're gonna build suits of armor.
Yep.
There we go. There we
Practice-
go.
We're gonna practice our medieval swordsmanship and animal husbandry and all that shit. We're gonna be like LARPers, but we're gonna do like it for real.
Real life LARPers.
Yeah, we're gonna be low LARPers.
Yeah, real
Or-
LARPers.
We're gonna be real LARPers.
like women I know.
Yeah.
Baptist 702, thank you very much. The DCEU must either the DCEU must either reset itself to a more traditional fantastical realm or use the elements of DC Rebirth as it progresses. And what do you guys think of that, Dion? Especially you, a guy who's read more DC books than anyone but me, probably. Fuck, you may have read more than me. I'm not even going to act like that. What do you think about that statement?
I mean, it's shit. If you'd asked me that a couple of weeks ago, it might have been different. But comic books are just in a weird place right now, and the only reason I'm kind of not against it, but kind of against any like new Rebirth stuff is because they just did one, So if they're taking their time on it, yeah, I think that's a great idea. But I wouldn't jump to doing any Rebirth stuff right now. Like the fucking brand has to be built back up at this point, man, and re-releasing, rebirthing stuff and rebooting stuff is more of a quick fix. But if you have no build for storylines, you have no longevity, so it's not going to last anyway. So even if you do that now, you're going to have to rebuild and reboot and come up with a new storyline, rebirthing storyline in the next 5 years anyway. So I just think they need to fucking work on stories, build up stories, maybe not do so many huge events, but damn, man, they got to rebuild the fucking brand, and it's just, or DCEU, that's what I meant too, but it's just, they got to rebuild the brand, man. It's again, story. Rebooting, it's not gonna fix anything.
Nick or Kendo, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, man. Remakes and rebranding does not do a damn thing. I'm sorry. That whole, I mean, like as we've seen in the last year and a half, that's a death sentence because you're going to lose money almost guaranteed. So it's just a bad idea. And I mean, Marvel Comics in general just needs to, chill and redo a lot of, I mean, not really do a lot of stuff, but like just not make such shitty products anymore, Yeah,
I was going to say they just kind of need to take a hard reset and say, okay, let's start back over from the beginning. What worked? Let's go with that.
I think with the Amber Heard stuff, which we're going to get to in a moment, and especially Ezra Miller Flash, even though there's new developments of that story, I think just overall they are too late to the party. Like they have to, with Marvel in this weird limbo, like you need to start out really strong, really fresh, and kind of aggressive, if I'm going to be honest, because you have a small window before superhero movies become not irrelevant, but not the biggest moneymaker of the year. I think this year, because I mean, I know the box office is going to be a much different place because of virus, but we'll probably see Sonic or something kind of just take the cake for the biggest, film of the year at the box office.
Yeah, dude, and which is fucking crazy. So, who'd have thought in December of 2019 that Sonic may very well be the best major movie of the year. So that's a fucking bizarre world situation. Thanks, Rona. But and again, even not reboots, I think the fad is over. It is over at this point. You're simply just making movies to cash in on the fad that used to be. And yeah, Warner Brothers at this point, they have to bite the bullet and accept the fact that they fucked up. I mean, people made fucking mistakes. You put all your eggs in the Snyder basket and he fucking crushed them with the CGI bullshit. So you fucked up. So now obviously, use that as an opportunity to not shoot for the next billion-dollar franchise, but shoot to make good movies representative of the property that you own. At this point, you're dealing with legacy. You're not dealing with making money, so try to make a buck. And it's a business. I understand that, but you're not going to make the next universe. Comic books, the fad is over. It's dead. Like I said, I wanted to see Black Widow, but I'm not busting my ass, losing sleep to go see it. Obviously I was excited for am excited for the upcoming Batman films. I was excited for Joker, but this isn't Avengers anymore. Endgame was fans across the world blowing their collective load, and now we're moving on to the next thing. And the way that it's looking, it looks like it's video game movies we'll finally have an opportunity to have actually good video game movies. So, maybe that's the future. Maybe Warner Brother wants to do that. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's time to move on. You fucked up. You can't dwell on the past. So let's move forward. Don't kill yourself even more by trying to make this thing. Universal fucked up with the Dark Universe. You fucked up with the DCEU. Obviously, the next big one is the Godzilla universe, I'd assume. But this universe whole fad is it's over, boys.
Yeah. Let's see. James Bond would have come out tonight, technically.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it would have been playing across the country for the early screening, so 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I probably had Bond not had the whole virus thing not taken the world a hold of the world. Excuse me. We would have gone to see James Bond after this show tonight, and we would have reviewed it for tomorrow and all this stuff. Black Widow was supposed to be out in about a month and change. Mulan was supposed to be out by now.
Oh yeah,
but I think virus combined with Black Widow coming out at a really bad time. If this would have been a bigger film or an Avengers film, there would have been hype that would have held on. Like people would be like, I can't wait to go see it. Eventually I'll see it. But with Black Widow, I feel like the trailer was very underwhelming when it hit in November. I thought that looks fine, but I wasn't dying to go see David Harbour as Red Guardian and all this stuff. I was super pumped. And now it's just like,
well, you know what would have happened if the movie underperformed? He would have bitched about the fans not coming through and hating women or some shit. So
Guillermo del Toro didn't direct a Marvel movie, so he can't bitch about it that time.
Shoot.
You would have found something to bitch about. It's like, listen, I'm in Stranger Things, right? Respect me. It's like you play a cop in the '80s. Calm the fuck down.
A bad cop, might I add.
Yeah.
Speaking of cops, did you guys hear the terrible news?
What's
Beverly Hills Cop 2, Chief Lutz died of the coronavirus.
I did see that.
What?
Yeah, that made me sad. Yep.
Yeah, his name's Alan Garfield.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. I saw that. I was like, damn, man. I was gonna kick your ass later, but nah.
Wait, civilians now.
Yes.
And then we had another celebrity death. I apologize for not bringing this up at the top of the show. Honor Blackman, Pussy Galore, died this week.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Did she die from the corona as well?
No, natural causes for Honor
Okay.
Blackman.
Yeah,
I'm
she was
pretty
like
sure she
90
just died of being 94.
Yeah, she's
That's
old as
true.
hell.
Yeah, let's put her up on screen real quick for a moment.
Put up 94.
94 Honor Blackman.
Yep, with the old bitch.
We're gonna use a clip from Goldfinger. There we go. We want
There
to
you go.
Old finger.
Crime. Yeah,
The most recent photo you can find.
yes, from
There we go.
1994. But yeah, it was. She was awesome. Where does she rank in terms of Bond girls for you guys?
Oh, she's top 5 for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely top 5, man. Definitely top 5. Yeah.
Yeah, top 5.
Plus, she's a fucking pilot. That
Yeah.
alone is like you're like that's boner inspiring. Homegirl, we can bang, and then you can fly me to Miami. Let's fucking go. Let's do this.
And her name is Pussy Galore.
Yes.
You get bonus points just for that. It's like a writer. She gets extra points just because of the name.
Yeah, and also she had a stable of other women, that were helping her fly as well. So you got options.
Right.
I believe she was the only Bond girl to be older than the actor playing James Bond.
Oh,
Yeah, she's older than Sean Connery, but I don't think any other one was older than the actor playing 007. Especially Roger Moore. I mean, when you're 900 years old, look, it's not.
Roger Moore came in the game fucking old. All right, he's just like, all right, I'm James Bond.
Yeah, man, those judo chops were the judo chops of an old man.
They were slow. They were such slow chops.
Those were arthritis chops.
Mhm.
Ben Gay chops.
Oh.
No.
So yeah, I for as much as we all love James Bond, I didn't want to, forget to shoot her an honorable mention of passing, as well as Alan Garfield, our favorite Chief Harold Lutz and Biddle. It's like Kibbles and Bits, only different.
They're different.
Is this a black thing? Dude, Beverly Hills Cop 2 is
Get
funny
out
as
of
hell.
here.
Oh my god.
You degenerates! He's so stereotypical 80s dickhead bureaucrat, but he's so
He even was wearing a fucking scarf. It's just
Yeah.
like, God damn you, that guy was a dick. You love to hate him in 2. Oh, so good.
Our friend Swinging Cod says, I'm always a part of the live drunk commentary. Yes,
Yes,
you are.
Swing God. Goddamn legend.
We know.
Oh, always.
We know.
I remember your contribution to the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker live review. I remember looking at you, Dion. We had White Castle and rallies, and Kendo had gone to bed already. Nick had passed out, and we're just like, dude, we had
We were
drank
so
too
fucking
much.
we were so fucked up. Enjoyed Jesse's stream, and we were just like, we can't do this anymore. We gotta tap the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
The next day was one of those fun things. I woke up in the morning and it was like I had to recreate the crime scene.
Yeah,
just, like, looking around going-
everything was everywhere. You're just like, all right, you had to like Sherlock Holmes. It's like, all right, what happened here?
Yeah, I was fucking pulling out like the little scanner thing, the black light, and all that stuff, trying to figure it all out. I'm like, all right, so it started here when the food was delivered,
Mhm.
and then it went to here where you find food scattered. But hey, there was a lot of good breakfast left over in the refrigerator.
Damn skippy
Yeah.
there was.
There was.
I was like, sweet, White Castle and rallies. What a perfectly horribly nutritional way to start the day.
Well,
I
but
regret
at the
the
same
whole
time, that smoked cheddar on the goddamn White Castle was phenomenal.
It sure was.
Oh, man.
Yes, I like this too. Legionus, the opening to Honor Majesty Secret Service, the great instrumental by John Barry.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Thank you, Kinderdack, for that compliment as well. And apparently, guys, the fan cast is dead. Did you guys hear about that?
Yup, yeah, I saw the last.
Wait, hold on.
the
Are
final
you
episode on Channel Dad's fucking channel, dude? It was.
Are
it was
you-
nuts?
are you kidding me? It's over?
Yeah, I know.
That's a
dude.
shame.
We should get. I want somebody else to start a new channel called the Fancast.
But it was so good.
And
they
they
had
even
some- and
used
they
the
had-
Fast and the Furious meme with his face, and
Yes.
I was like, yeah, man, this is ironically fitting.
Oh my god.
So there's a ton of talk about Bond in the chat right now. Jesse and I actually, before Honor Blackman passed away, we watched a good chunk of Goldfinger. We got to the part when they were at the factory in Zurich, and then I either turned it off to do something else, probably fall asleep. And then the other day, we were laying in bed, we were trying to figure out something to watch, and I put on Live and Let Die. So do you guys remember what your first Bond
Good
flick was?
choice.
Goldfinger was my first
Oh
Bond.
jeez.
I fucking God. I mean, that's one reason why it's one of my favorites. But yeah, that was the first time I saw James Bond. My mom showed my sister and I, and it was, and then obviously seeing a naked woman painted gold. Obviously being a kid, I didn't realize that she was fucking dead. But I was just like, ooh, there's some rumblings in my loins that I'm feeling here. I can dig this. And then you realize that there was, the original chick in that scene died in real life. But again, it's you don't know these things when you're a kid. So God, I fucking love me some Goldfinger, man.
Oh my god.
I've never watched a James Bond movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You should change
I want
that.
to say it was Goldfinger as well, but it was like during I was at my aunt's house for Thanksgiving, and it was like TNT. My uncle's watching it. It was like those big marathons they used to do on TNT during Thanksgiving, and they were like all day Bond, all the movies. I was and like one of the first ones I watched was and I sat down. I got my plate of food and I sat down and watched it. I was like, this is ridiculous, but it's so good. And then he gave me all of his recorded tapes of Bond, and I was like, these are amazing. So yeah, that was my first one.
The first one I know for a fact that I watched was GoldenEye. And yeah, I proceeded to go through the entire catalog because they would have those marathons and things on TBS and TNT. So that's how I got caught up on everything. And then I started watching them in the theaters, starting with Tomorrow Never Dies.
My first one was Goldfinger on the TNT marathon, and then I did see The World Was Not Enough in theaters, so it was a good time.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of people's first film in our demographic seems to be GoldenEye, Live and Let Die, all kinds of stuff. So James Bond's always fun. Not anymore, but whatever. Let's see. We also have our friend Raging Rhino. Thank you very much. No message, but appreciated Raging Rhino. Zero Gun Rivali. We read that, but we'll read it again. Kevin Owens and Wyatt saved us from deathly tedium.
True.
Don Lewis says Instagram account Don Lewis help.
Yeah, he messaged me the other day. I saw it. I just didn't accept the message request because we were on the air. So I was like, I'll get to it later. And I just completely forgot to do it. Sorry.
Hey, next time you're in the emails, dude, send me the email from the guy with the trading card company.
I believe I did, but I will double check and make sure.
All right, thanks. NA, thank you very much. He says, thank you all for helping me keep sane. Well, if we're your litmus test for sanity, thank you. We'll try to be.
Just so you know, it is Thursday, 2025, April 9th, just so you know.
The Last Roman says, please put Darkest Days, PC 2009, on the PS5. I have not heard of that game. Have you guys?
No. Huh.
And then finally, now that we're going to get into the main topic from our friend Dion's chair. Dion, we need to have a talk. Please stop the weird stuff with Lil Biscuit. It makes me uncomfortable when Lil Biscuit pretends to be the Flash and chokes you. Don't sit on me while doing it. Please.
Listen, you're the choking chair. Know your role and shut your mouth.
All right, Rock.
So we're circling back to the WrestleMania talk, then, are we?
Oh man, that's funny, but yet kind of uncomfortable.
Do you
Slightly.
have Dark Fate on in the background while you're touching your nipples?
That a
No, it's,
serious question?
It's Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
One or two. 'Cause it's better.
No. He's
America
he's
Ferrera's a
watching.
little older.
He's watching. He's watching now and then. That's what he's watching.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. So I'm going to show you guys one of the greatest mistakes in the history of the superhero genre. You guys prepared?
Yeah.
I mean, where do you know what Zack Snyder looks like?
Oh, jeez. There we go.
There we go. Ezra Miller as the Flash.
Jeez. Oh man, I was never a fan of that outfit. It looks like it was built in a garage, not a good one.
No, not a good one. Not the world-class garage that Ludacris keeps in the Fast and Furious.
There you go.
Oh my god.
So we're going to talk about the DCEU or the DC Dead U. I don't know what we're going to call it. But first off, this week, Ezra Miller got caught on camera choking a chick out. What did you think of this news when it first broke, Nick?
I mean, is he switching sides? What's going on? Does he finally like chicks? Is that what's happening? he's finally. I guess I don't know. I guess he just. It was a weird thing, but like, I saw the footage and I was just like, oh, it's just a joke, or whatever, like that, or whatever. It's like, oh no, he's really choking her. Oh
Yeah.
shit. It was one of those things where it's like he must really hate being inside or something. I don't know what his deal is, but he needs to calm his shit down.
Yeah. If only he would have said, does Barry Allen have to choke a bitch before he grabbed her? Then I think we could have all said, all right, look, what he did was wrong, but comedically, we can accept it.
Yeah, we can.
Dion, what were your thoughts?
At first, I thought it was a joke. At first, I thought it was him joking with a fan, and then I was like, "Oh, Ezra Miller really is an asshole." And then I realized that, it happened because he was trying to play the fucking drunk bar tough guy routine. That was even fucking funnier. And then I remember, oh yeah, this is the same Ezra Miller that, of course, was using his sexuality as a fucking battering ram in terms of critique and the display of his, somehow it was supposed to translate to his skill, and then I realized that this dude is nothing more than an Instagram thought. This dude's an asshole. So it was I really hope that someone locked his ass up or something, because he, oh my god, and again, it has nothing to do with the fact that he lives his life the way he wants, but that dude is a humongous asshole. Fuck you, Ezra Miller.
Yeah, he's proof that there are assholes on every side of the spectrum.
Exactly.
Well, there's an update to the story. So first off, yesterday, there was a small online petition to get him removed from the Flash film. And today,
they're canceling him.
they're trying to cancel him. But now we have more information. Ezra Miller is not being investigated by the police for the choking incident.
Well, what do you know? What do you know? I guess when you go across the pond and choke some random motherfucker in the Netherlands, I guess sometimes you ain't got to worry about the aftermath.
Iceland, but close.
It's all the same. If you Ben Affleck, you white.
Tell the Wheeler. So that is it. That is the Ezra Miller story. But we did see it. None of the articles that came out were like, this is not him, this is a lie. It was like, Ezra Miller appears to choke a fan. And it was kind of, that's all she wrote. Appears to choke a fan. And people were just like, what in the fuck? Now there was the rumor. There was some hearsay about, I worked at the bar and he spit on people and he was asked to leave and all this other shit. There's rumor that the woman was drunk, which I've never, or not drunk, pregnant, which I haven't heard that story, officially confirmed.
But she was at a bar talking shit to
that would
Ezra
just make
Miller.
it, I was gonna say that would just make that story so much worse.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would.
So it says no one was arrested or placed in custody regarding this. He also said the police were not called to the scene, which took place outside of the Pricchio Coffee House bar. It says the video quickly went viral. It shows Miller approaching a young woman, seemingly responding to a taunt with, "Do you want to fight? Is that the deal? Then he grabs her by the neck and wrings his hand with his right hand and forces her down to the ground as a bystander says, "Whoa, bro."
Imagine being
Why
in a
is he-
situation
And
Where-
following the stay-at-home orders.
Well, yeah, I mean that too. But imagine being in a situation where you're at a bar and you're having a good time, and a movie person walks in. I don't want to say movie star, but a movie dude walks in, and he's talking shit, and you're like, oh, okay, well, you're reminded of the fact that yes, even movie stars can be drunk, tough guy assholes, and you kind of let it go. And then he's bragging about scars, about how many fights he's been in, and you give him a little ribbing because you realize that you're talking to Ezra Miller, and you're like, sure, you have, Ezra. Your name's Ezra. Okay, Ezra. And then this dude here, this little skinny bottom, starts talking shit to you, and you're like, what? And of course, he's wearing a fucking fur jacket he got from JCPenney or whatever it was, and this fucking princess movie star douchebag goes to grab you, but I like to think that when the film cut that they kicked his ass, but I'm just like, you've already done asshole stuff. You're in this bar, you're talking shit to a random woman, and then you're like, do you want to fight? There's a reason why he picked a fucking drunk, maybe pregnant, chubby chick to do that to. He very clearly didn't pick a fucking Icelandic bodybuilder woman or a fucking Viking dude to pull that shit up. No, he did it to some chick who was struggling to take her jacket off. Just like, you know how many people would kill for that situation to happen to them? I would pay thousands of dollars for an opportunity for Ezra Miller to try that on just anyone.
Oh Jesus,
that isn't some drunk chick.
My
God,
I wish
I
I
would
would
watch that every day.
Well,
of the week.
because
I got a quick question.
Well, no. Also, like Dion, you do Krav Maga, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So like that would be entertaining as shit to watch.
God, I would. And
got a
obviously,
question.
I'm not gonna lie. I would love for that to happen
say-
to me too. But some just gigantic built Viking dude, I would kill to see him. If he wants to be tough, do it to that guy or to some bodybuilder Icelandic chick. Do it to them. Don't pick some random drunk chubby chick who you know that you like. Fuck. God, what an asshole.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Yes.
So say Ezra Miller comes up and picks a fight with you and you whoop his ass. Does that make you better than Ezra? I'll see myself out.
Dude, I was literally fuck you. I was just Googling this right here. Look.
Son of a bitch. That was good. That was good. My man just stole home base.
That's right.
He picked it up and walked off with it.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is
Oh,
Ezra
God.
Miller is not that tough of a dude. He's not a good Flash.
No, I mean it's one of those things. Like regardless of what he is, what he believes, it's just like he's just a douchebag, and
Yeah, man.
it's and like his lifestyle does not excuse him from being a douchebag. It's just like no, you're a non-binary or whatever. Cool, man, whatever. You do you, man. It's whatever. But then like that doesn't excuse this shit. Also, this is kind of the exact same thing that happened with Juicy Smollett. Where like it seemed like the cops didn't investigate, and all of a sudden it blew up. So are we gonna have the same thing going on with this, or is it gonna be like it's just kind of like it didn't happen? That's it.
Well, the whole bottom line is you can be non-binary, gay, straight, whatever, but you don't get away. The law's the law. You don't get a special card because you're something or you identify a certain way. If you break the fucking law, you go to jail, or you get a really high-priced attorney to get your ass out of trouble. But it doesn't make you exempt from criticism or being arrested. So I hope people realize that, like, oh my God, Ezra Miller represents this for this community. Who cares? He fucking choked some lady. Since the police aren't really going to go do it, that's fine. It's over and done with. But it still doesn't excuse him.
Well, not only that, but it's just even if you take the legal aspect out of it, they're just things you don't do out amongst the people. Like you just don't try to leverage, your status, I guess. The only reason he did that is because, I was in a couple movies, and it's we say this all the time, especially with famous people. There's this bubble they live in where they have clearly never A, had their ass kicked, or B, forget that you are just a regular flesh and blood speck on the fucking big ass beach too. Just because you happen to be famous to someone does not mean that you can't take a fucking right cross to the chin. So for him to fucking grab somebody after trying to sound tough, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? If you that's just the bitchiest move to the highest levels. Like, you know, everyone, that's why the dude was filming him and laughing at him. Like, he wasn't doing it to the biggest guy at the bar or to the toughest looking chick at the bar. He was doing it to some short drunk chick that he was taller than. Like, that you can see through that. Like, that's the type of shit that fucking schoolhouse bullies do. And then when someone snaps, crackles, and pops their ass, they're the first one to start crying. And I would bet dollars to assholes that the first punch he would have turtled up and then started screaming about how he's gonna call the cops and sue her. That, I mean, just on a person to person basis, that is just the most see-through punk ass shit to do. Like, now, I just I can't express that. That's like, you know, he's no different than, you know, fucking, you know, Logan Paul trying to start a fight with someone, or fucking Andy Dick when he would get shit-faced and high and randomly try to pick fights outside of a bar. Like that, everyone can see through that. You are just so far removed from reality, dude. Oh my god, I would have paid money to see her whoop his ass, or just see some random person just come up, choke his ass from behind, and just choke slam him all the way to hell. Like, oh my god, you want to fight? And before she said, yeah, like she took off her jacket, she made that mistake. You know, people who get in those situations know, if someone goes, you want to fight, you don't pause, you don't fucking ask questions, you throw the first fucking punch, because he's verbally said he wants to fight you, he's getting in your face, you give that motherfucker what he wants, bam, it's on, we're fighting. I'm not going to answer your question, my answer is going to be these fucking knuckles, son. Oh my god, I would have loved that.
Yeah, somebody that looks like the heaviest thing they lift on a regular basis is their hydro flask is not intimidating.
Exactly. Exactly.
What I want to say though in the chat, folks, make us laugh. Give us a list of things that are better than Ezra Miller. You don't have to use it. You know, it's just hashtag better than Ezra Miller.
Oh my god!
Anything. Just make us laugh. The craziest.
Go ahead and tweet it to him too.
Oh god, tag him in all of that shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Jeez, such a punk move.
That could be the topic for next show. We have legit real life heat with Ezra Miller.
Oh my god. We go to Horror Hound, Ezra Miller shows up. Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? I'd be like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Yes, Ezra. That is exactly what the fuck I want to do today, sir. Let's go. Let's see if you as fast as you are in the movie.
Yeah, it'd be one of those things where it's like, Dion, go take out the trash.
Oh my god. Yeah. Like, at that point, the only other thing that would be even sweeter, obviously, would be Zack Snyder. But fucking Ezra Miller playing tough guy. Oh, there is no comedy that's going to come out funnier than that this year. I promise you that.
Things better than Ezra Miller, Carol Baskin.
Oh, that's a push. That's a push.
Oof.
Guess what, motherfucker? Did you hear there's a new episode coming out?
Yeah, Hillary's been waiting.
What?
Because she's been home. She's like, dude, the minute it drops, I'm going to text you. I said, deal.
Wait, hold on. What's going on now?
Bonus
There's another
episode
of Tiger King coming out.
Oh shit! Well, they fast tracked the shit out of that.
It's the number one thing in the world right now.
I know.
Yeah, well, dude. Not to take this into a political direction or anything like that, but fucking Trump was given one of his like press conferences the other day, and somebody asked the legit question of, "Will you pardon Joe Exotic?" And I don't know if he just doesn't know what that is or isn't aware, but he laughed and he said, "We'll look into it," or something like that. I'm paraphrasing here, so. I mean, last week it was Kanye and Kim K trying to help lead the cause of trying to get the president to pardon Joe Exotic, and now people are asking him those questions during his COVID presser. So, I mean, the movement's there.
Saying it's a real thing. Free Exotic Joe, baby.
Should I
hashtag better?
Should I go ahead and make our pinned hashtag for this show better than Ezra?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Feel free to tweet it at him too.
Now, the show is going to get a little more serious in a moment, folks, because we're going to be talking about Amber Heard. But I wanted to catch up with the audience because I don't want to keep people waiting. So first off, Christina Nardone, thank you very much. Has anyone seen the leaks for Final Fantasy VII R and The Last of Us 2 yet on the internet? I had heard a rumor about The Last of Us 2 where the bad guys are now a crazy Christian cult, and people are really pissed off because I guess I haven't played The Last of Us. I really don't have much interest in it because I find that a lot of games at IGN and these critics go on about how the story is so engrossing really aren't for me. I'm more gameplay over story. So I haven't played that, but I did hear about this rumor, and I heard a lot of people getting up in arms. So I'm sure there's going to be a million quartering videos about it because he talked about Battlefront 5, and that imploded. But this is Naughty Dog. This is a Sony publisher, so I don't know if that's the news you're asking about. And then the Final Fantasy VII stuff. I've never been a Final Fantasy kid, so it doesn't really interest me, but it looks nice, and I saw that it has 100 gigabytes of download required to play. So,
Damn.
Jesus.
Have you guys heard any of the stuff about The Last of Us 2 or Final Fantasy VII Remake?
I heard that Last of Us 2 got postponed. That's what I had heard. Obviously, they're saying partially because of COVID, but also whether it was some bug fixes or some shit. But yeah, it pretty much got postponed. And then that was my whole thing. I didn't hear the evil group was going to be a group of Christians, so which is just fucking eye roll inducing. But it's like, we get it. Don't get me wrong, man. I sure as shit don't trust Christian cultists either. But can we come up with something new, guys? Please, for the life of us, please, for the last of us, please, for something new. Fuck.
Nick Kendo.
I didn't hear about it, and I'm not a Final Fantasy person either, so I was just kind of like, whatever.
No.
Yeah.
I think I tried playing Final Fantasy VII once 20 years ago on PlayStation because I was told by my buddy Brandon how great it was. I think I played the game for about 45 minutes. It was 2:00 in the morning. I wanted to go to bed, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't save the game because I didn't have the save thing or whatever. And so I was like, you mean I got to turn this off and start all over again? Fuck this game. And I never played it again.
Ooh.
I played 7 and 8. Those were the two Final Fantasy games I played. I loved 7. I liked 8 a lot, and but I'm not a huge turn-based combat guy. I like that. If I was ever going to buy another Final Fantasy property, it's probably going to be the remaster of 7 for sure. But yeah, that was it for me. Once I turned 9 and liked actual violent shit and less fantasy stuff outside of Star Wars, yeah, I was done with Final Fantasy.
Our friend Logan Michael, Anti-Funko Pop, says, someone on Instagram is making a NECA custom of Joe Exotic. I want one to fight Jason on my shelf. Logan Michael, tag me. I want to buy a custom Joe Exotic figure.
Yeah, dude, tag me as well. I want it on that.
Speaking of other social media formats, we're on TikTok technically. I'm gonna get I already have the login from Nick. I'm gonna start playing around with it. Maybe we'll make some dumb content for TikTok. Fuck it. Social media is the future, right?
Yeah, well, the good thing about that is that you can port that to Twitter and Instagram, so it'll just pop up there immediately.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll I won't do cat videos because I'm not that dude, but
I will do. Plus, your big ass with a small ass cat is just hilariously giggle inducing.
Yeah, you're right. But a 13th Doctor is better than Ezra. Shit, that's a harsh one.
Ooh.
Our friend Don Lewis, who's back from the dead, says they can't make a figure of me because they don't have my likeness rights. Well, Don, I'm afraid that a 20-year-old corpse doesn't really have a foot to stand on in a court of law. You'll have to come out of hiding in Costa Rica because they'll make one. Folks in the chat, it seems like we have people that aren't getting notifications that we've gone live. I see our friend Kakoshi's like, YouTube didn't notify me at all. So what I'm going to ask you guys is just to remember this. Every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be back here. This is our 214th episode. So if you're out there wondering, did they go live? We always go live. Fuck. When I found out my grandma had passed away, we went live before I left town for the funeral. So it was a way to kind of decompress, have some fun before I had to take care of some serious stuff. But the point I'm trying to make is we're always live on Thursday nights, unless we announce it weeks in advance when we go out of town. We've had roster changes. Say Dion had to work, or Kendo's got a dinner or something to go to, or Nick has a wedding. But we always do the show in some form or fashion. So if you're ever wondering, are we going to go live this Thursday? Yes, Thursday belongs to World Class Bullshitters and the Fandom Menace. So if YouTube's just not telling you, well, we're here all the time.
It's on them.
Yes, it is on YouTube. Ninja Lawyer Steve, I love this name, says, did you watch that high school superhero movie I sent you? Did you send it over email? Because Kendo runs the email. Kendo, did we get an email about a superhero high school movie?
If we did, I haven't looked at the email for the last few days because, as you know, I've been getting by work.
Yeah, we won't tell anyone in the chat what you do, but Kendo is an essential employee and he is super fucking busy.
Oh yeah.
I'm not just an essential employee. I'm a mega fucking essential employee.
You really are, and every day you tell us stories about the shit you have to go through. So I feel really bad for you.
Yeah, man, it's rough out there.
But Ninja Lawyer Steve, as soon as Kendo checks the email and he sends it our way, I will check it out. This weekend is Passover, so we're going to have some stuff to do, and Easter, so I won't have much time to watch anything this weekend. But we will. I'll check it out. I'm always into high school, unless it's what is that? Sky High. I've already seen Sky High, and that was great. We watched it about 3 weeks ago. That movie's so fun.
Oh, Sky High's good. Yeah, Kurt Russell's in that one.
Kurt Russell's the man.
He is.
Speaking of celebrities, did you see on Twitter somebody tweeted at Ahmed Best? They're trying to get him to appear on our channel.
Really?
Yeah,
nice.
I didn't try this. I'm not pushing for it. He is more than welcome to appear on this channel because, for the record, we made poke fun at Jar Jar. We've never made fun of the plight of Ahmed Best. So if people are trying to online or trying to make this happen, Ahmed Best, if you hear this clip, you have a place here on this show. If you want to come air your grievances or just talk about life and Star Wars, just follow the tweet, folks. Retweet the tweet, and he's welcome. Any Star Wars actor as well.
Yeah. We've always said like we were not fans of Jar Jar, but like his whole thing was his whole plight that he went through, and the whole stuff he went through for that was
Fucking
horrible.
crazy. Yeah.
It was crazy, and it was just it was nuts.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Our friend Greendale Forever says, I got fired on April 1st, all because I'm related to an ex-manager there. I have to cancel Patreon until things improve. Look forward to marathoning future content. Well, Greendale Forever, thank you for being a patron as long as you have. Appreciate it. If there's anything we can do to help you out, just give you more entertainment, help you laugh through this time, let us know. We all realize that. I think they said, a third of Americans are stuck at home or something like that. Some crazy number.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you guys are at home and Netflix just isn't doing it for you, or you want something more interactive that you can be a part of, we're going to be here for you guys. So, Greendale Forever, sorry about the situation.
Greendale Forever. That's a great name. Oh my God. Yeah. Somebody's watching Community, obviously.
It's like Hymendale.
That's a deep one.
Yeah, I think people watching. I think people watching Community because it just hit Netflix. If you are, the Russo brothers were a big part of that show, and that's how they got. They were able to shoot a lot of like the big scenes in the Avengers movies because they got used to shooting that group all the time. Yeah, and they were a big part of that show.
Well, they did a fantastic job, especially with Captain America. Today, I guess because people are now reaching that level of boredom at home, the conceptual artist for Marvel, the MCU officially, released a painting from the first Avenger, or Captain America, the first Avenger, and Captain America, the Winter Soldier. And he said, here are the suits that are considered the World War II suits, but they're different. Can you notice the differences? And I'm like, huh. He's like, there are 60 of them. I'm like, oh, shit. So if anyone gets really bored, go to Instagram and you can do that yourself.
There are 60 differences. Jeez,
I found like 5, so I just gave up. I had a delicious brisket to eat, so I was worried about that.
That's a good excuse. Yeah, fuck that.
And then we're gonna read the next 2, and then we're going right back to the show. So first off, our friend Dumbmaster012, thank you very much. He says, if you like 40K shorts, check out the web series If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. It's a good start off for the lore, and it's hilarious. See, I used to watch all this kind of fan-made stuff about the Halo universe back in the day, like Arby and the Chief.
Oh my God, yeah.
And it was so much fun. And I want to check out some more stuff. I'm never afraid to get into the deeper levels of the lore of geek culture.
Oh, definitely. Especially the fan-made stuff. It seems like a lot of the fan-made stuff is better than the Hollywood stuff, or the stuff that they would never make because it takes them too goddamn long to make it.
Yeah, they definitely are okay. All right, cool. Oh, oh shit. Okay, I got an invite to go on another podcast.
Nice.
If Writer Junkie is listening currently, yeah, I'd love to come back on. It's funny, I saw your logo today in the archives of shit I had on this computer. So yeah, perfect timing. Anyway, sorry folks. Ann O'Reilly says Ezra was supporting the SJW's canceling call for Johnny Depp from the Fantastic Beasts series. Bully supporting a bully. I didn't know about that because I don't
usually how it
follow.
works.
Yeah. Did you guys see Fantastic Beasts?
Nope, because I'm an adult. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but no, I didn't see.
Yeah.
I didn't see Fantastic
My
Beasts.
fault. Yeah, I'm not really I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I went
Nope.
to the Universal Studios experience, had the butterbeer, which was fantastic.
Yes.
And that was really about it. And I ate dinner or lunch technically in Hogwarts Castle. Is that what it was?
Yep.
No,
The Great Hall?
3 rooms.
The 3-room something.
3 broomsticks.
3 broomsticks. All right, I ate there. That's the extent of my Harry Potter knowledge. But when it comes to Johnny Depp is an actor I know from countless things. He's like a Harrison Ford or a Tom Cruise, an actor who's above just being a character. He's that household name. So
Yeah.
I didn't know Ezra Miller and had said that kind of stuff about Johnny Depp. But it's funny. Bullies are back in bullies. Abusers are back in abusers. And I think the most heinous offender of being an abuser in the modern era in terms of celebrity has got to be Amber Heard. I mean, holy shit. We've talked about this since the news broke a while ago. We've kind of followed it loosely over the years because I think it was 2016 when she was going on about some stuff and we were just poking fun at it back then. But then you find out the severity, especially with Johnny Depp losing the finger, her throwing shit at his head, audio releasing. It's getting really heavy. And I'm not trying to make a Back to the Future reference, but it's getting really heavy out there. And there's all kinds of crazy shit with this. So there's a little more news. Poseidon MGTOW says thank you, by the way, to you, Jesse, for the Harry Potter for clarification. But anyway, there's new news with this stuff. So it looks like Amber Heard could face jail time. Mira in doubt for Aquaman 2. Now, I'm not going to show this on screen, but I found a little. This was a header of an article that I wanted to read to you guys. And so it says Johnny Depp has filed a countersuit against Amber Heard, which is 5 times her reported net worth. And it seems as though she is desperate to get dirt on her ex-husband in an attempt for him to settle or throw out the defamation case. She hired a private investigator who failed to dig up any dirt on the 56-year-old actor, and her appeals to the case dismissal have officially been rejected.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I saw that earlier this week. Yeah,
shit. Yeah. Because I remember last week or a couple weeks ago we talked about her trying to dig up dirt on him, and I guess she didn't. Like the dude didn't find anything, and that's fucking hilarious, man. Oh my god, she is fucked.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna look at. She's doing some terrible shit. Whatever happens to her happens to her. It's now in the hands of the law. But
law.
That's what you get for pooping in bed. Says
I am the law.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you actually literally shit the bed, you shit the bed. So
Yeah.
Well, in her case, she shits the bed and then cuts your fucking shit off. But listen, we can all hope against hope that justice is truly served. But man, when the news broke earlier this week about her suit getting dismissed, that's awesome. That's fucking awesome. So, and typically, this is why we say, not just on this show, but people in general say, wait until the facts come out. The fact that you had so many of his close friends saying, he's not that dude. He's not that dude. Blah, 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 and then, the national reaction to everyone jumping to her side and dropping so much of that hashtag bullshit culture. This is why you don't do that. This is exactly why you don't do that. This is exactly why, you have to do this on a case-by-case basis, because shit like this happens, especially when dealing with a fucking sociopath. Because she used that, you know, not that she gives a shit, because she doesn't, but unbeknownst to so many people, you know, this sets back whatever progress was made for domestic violence victims, because, you know, that is an issue in our culture. Whatever progress was made, you know, this crazy bitch irreparably damaged that. And, you know, everyone jumping to her side, and so many people who wanted to be recognized for hashtag believing Amber, you know, she used that. The crazy bitch went on to be a fucking violence against women advocate for fucking the UCLA, knowing that she cut off the tip of her boyfriend or husband's fucking finger and made him go on national TV for an interview with the bandage on.
Jeez.
That's fucking insane. We said it before, and I say it again. You know, that type of torture shit, fucking sex traffickers do that shit.
Yeah,
You know, and obviously, you know, I'm all for justice being done, and obviously, I think her, you know, again, if it ends up being, you know, they find it to be credible and she goes to jail, that does a lot more positive for domestic violence victims than anything else. But the overarching implications, I think, are what the concern is here, because that crazy woman, you know, she weaponized that. And that's what's so damn dangerous. Everyone's saying, and again, you know, should women be believed? Obviously, men should believe too, because obviously that's a very taboo subject, a subject that doesn't get touched on. But domestic violence victims in general, you know, there's a reason why you have to fucking be thoughtful with this process, because you've got people like her who are not just a danger to whoever she's in a relationship with, a danger to people, because who knows what she would have done if she got away with this shit. If you think that a crazy person who tortured her spouse is incapable of doing worse stuff to people she works with, to other victims that she would have had an opportunity to be alone with, to organizations that would have entrusted her with a platform and fucking money. If you think she wouldn't have done something, baby, I got a fucking bridge in Brooklyn to sell you.
Yeah, and this is why I'm not a fan of, like, you know, always believe women. It's just like, yeah, believe everybody, but also take it by a case by case basis, because you don't know the details. We don't know the details. You can't just automatically just take the woman's side and just, oh, she's right. It's like we've seen, you know, a lot of cases where that's never the case. Woman's lying, and the dude's just, you know, just sit in some cell because, you know, society decided to believe the woman. And, you know, and she lied, and it was just a horrible thing. I mean, we saw the thing with the Rolling Stones story with the with the sports team, like how that happened, and, you know, how the publication just totally said that those guys raped that girl. Not true at all. And it was
it's Rolling Stone magazine that lied.
I thought you were talking about the Rolling Stones. I'm like, when the hell was there anything about that happened?
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Rolling Stone magazine. I'm sorry.
I just want to call them out on that, because I think that's the most bullshit they've ever pulled.
Yeah, and I mean, it's things like that, and just like these little cases you hear every now and again, where just like I remember hearing that was a guy I think it was in Scotland or whatever, who his girlfriend showed photos of the text messages to the court, and she had doctored them.
Yep.
And he went to jail for 2 years. Well, and then he found out that he could, you know, get his text messages from the cell phone service from like a guy in jail. So he called his sister. She got them, and they were the actual messages, like with timestamps and like location information and all that other cell phone shit. And they gave it to the court, and he got out, and she still roamed free because, you know, whatever.
Well, there's a little more to the doctoring. So hold on, let me read this to you guys, because there's more to this whole article. So I talked about the 5 times Amber Heard's net worth. So if this is going forward. So Depp is suing Heard for defamation over allegations of domestic abuse to the tune of $50 million, which with Depp claiming Heard is the abuser. And now it's claimed that Amber Heard may have faked her injuries at the hands of Johnny Depp to obtain a restraining order. If Amber Heard did indeed fake her injuries to obtain the restraining order, that would also be falsifying evidence, which could land the Mira actress in jail for up to 3 years. Obviously, if found guilty of falsifying evidence, and if Amber Heard gets any jail time, that would mean her days as Mira are likely numbered, as she wouldn't appear in Aquaman 2. We all can also add that if Amber Heard isn't found guilty of falsifying evidence, but Johnny Depp wins the lawsuit, Heard is likely out as Mira as well. Now, here's more. The Amber Heard and Johnny Depp legal battle is ongoing. Regarding Amber Heard allegedly faking her injuries, it's reported that they obtained the temporary restraining order against Johnny Depp when she filed for divorce in May of 2016. It's claimed that Amber Heard may have used makeup to paint on bruises that she claimed were from Johnny Depp. Actor James Franco was involved as Depp's legal team wanted to subpoena Franco because he was spotted with Heard in surveillance footage, and Franco saw Heard's face in the day and night before and after the actress went to court, with alleged bruises for the temporary restraining order on May 27th. In a separate incident, Heard also said Depp gave her 2 black eyes, but Heard's stylist says she never saw any injuries. Throughout the day of December 16, 2015, I could clearly see that Amber Heard did not have any visible marks, bruises, cuts, or injuries to her face or any other body part, said Samantha McMillan. The lawsuit and the legal battle are ongoing. A judge also ruled that Depp is allowed to proceed with his defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard over Heard penning an op-ed for the Washington Post, which didn't name Depp in the article, but was about Depp's alleged domestic abuse. So there's a lot to this fucking story, and it's terrible. Like, there's no winner in this.
Jesus.
Everybody.
Right, no.
Oh my God. So what do you guys think of that after I read that part? I laid that on you.
That's a lot, man. And if anything, again, that's why domestic violence is so serious, because it's not, you can't call the fucking CSI in to take pictures and prints, and because in some cases at that point it's the worst part of the situation. But that's why you have to take things, 1, seriously, and 2, case by case, because you don't know. A lot of times it's reported after the fact, and I deal with this at my job. That's a huge. People always say, security has to deal with, with the more glamorous, someone coming in and trying to fight and da 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 da. The biggest thing, especially when you work, in a corporate environment, it's fucking personal relationships. People's angry husbands, wives, boyfriends, ex-boyfriends, girlfriends, ex-girlfriends, because you can't, it's not like you can just go and look it up, or, because one person will say, and it's just the 2 of them, or, if it's a relationship, it becomes, one person's word versus the others. It's a fucking mess. And the other side of that is you take that seriously, because you can't let emotion cloud your judgment if you're tasked with investigating that. Because if you go with the whole believe all women, believe all victims, you'd be very naive to think that people don't fucking lie. And I mean, obviously, Nick brought up, that very particular case, but especially with dealing with celebrities, the biggest one that sports fans all know about is fucking Ezekiel Elliott. He almost went to fucking jail. And campus police had to investigate it. And the woman's friend came forward and said, she sent me texts. She was very vocal about how she was going to take him for everything that he's worth. That's a thing. And that actually happens. Obviously, what's her name? Nicole Arbor was an example. The chick from YouTube, that got famous being a fucking asshole, but she's dating another dude. And apparently she'd been fucking abusing him physically and mentally throughout the course of their entire fucking relationship. You cannot let emotion, and again, people like that take advantage of things. So if you're not being objective, you miss certain elements that you can't go back and get. So everyone jumping on Amber Heard's side, it's now going to be more difficult to get justice for, the true victim in this case, because everyone ignored so many fucking signs. So it just, this is another example. You cannot get emotional and throw out this bullshit about Emmett Till is one of the greatest fucking examples of racial injustice. Was Emmett Till. A woman claimed that he whistled at her, and they fucking lynched a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And And again, and obviously it's different from guy to guy, but one of the reasons why because Jeff knows this too, my parents were older, my parents grew up during civil rights, my parents were very fucking timid about stuff. And I remember, being a senior in high school or before I went to fucking college, and my parents were fucking hammering in my head because they were so worried because they grew up in a time where women would do that. That was a real fucking thing that people got killed over false accusations.
Yeah.
So you gotta be objective. You have to the way you investigate one, you got to investigate every instance because people like Amber are fucking dangerous.
Well, yeah, and I was gonna, definitely. And to add to that, when you talk about the public at large, they see a headline and they just go with it. So there's people that probably still think that Johnny Depp beat his girlfriend because they haven't gone back. All they saw was Johnny Depp, accused of beating up on Amber Heard. They never go back and they look at they learn any more about it. It's just, oh, Johnny Depp is that. Kobe Bryant's another example. Dude, no, but apparently his boo thing on the side because he had a wife. She went and cried rape. Most people that aren't NBA fans, when Kobe Bryant's got name gets brought up, it's, oh yeah, he's a rapist. No, he's not. Some girl said he was, but he wasn't. So that's another part of the problem when you've got false allegations just flying around, and they can be investigated, can be run down. Guy can be found, or woman can be found completely exonerated, no wrongdoing whatsoever. But that word has been out there already, and in the public mentality is going to be, that's what happened there, because they're just going to be like, oh, he got away with it, or she got away with it because they're rich. It's got nothing to do with the fact they were innocent.
Right.
Like I said, these are completely valid points. I mean, people really are on your side, Dion. People are telling you to preach and stuff. So I mean,
yeah, man, that's a good. I mean, that's a good sign. Like I said, I know, I'm kind of preaching to the choir. Kendall and I are preaching to the choir. All of us are kind of preaching to the choir because we've got a overall very good fan base, and I know you guys understand that. Because again, it's so many of, especially our fan base, live in the real world. But
yeah, definitely.
But it's just tough to, especially when you follow Twitter, and Instagram and Facebook, and everyone has that friend, where they don't have a personality. Their personality is just political bullshit and hashtags, and people that were part of that were, hashtag believe Amber and hashtag believe all women. Yes, there isn't an actual human being that sits out there and is like, yeah, man, I'm, fucking women are evil. Da, 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 da. Assholes do that. Their opinion is obviously very flawed, and it's very easy to prove them wrong using objective fucking thought. That's not what you should be aiming for. What you should be aiming for is ensuring that people like her, that shit like this actually changes. You're not going to change anything by trying to fucking argue with someone who is, an outright misogynist, racist asshole or something. You have to go out there and you have to hold the media accountable. You have to go out there and hold, your friends and family who push that shit, who hashtag believe Amber. It's like, this is what that's the type of shit that's what she wants, and that's what makes it so fucking dangerous. And obviously now, especially Johnny Depp and his family, they're fighting an uphill battle because of all that crazy hurricane of bullshit of believing Amber. Who knows what this is gonna do? And again, the UCLA used her as a goddamn ambassador. What damage has she done to the movement of assisting domestic violence victims who happen to be young women? Like what? Who? And it's not even quantifiable at this point because she's done so fucking much. And not to mention that it's the other side of that is it's more dangerous because not only is she a sociopath, but she's fucking dumb. So she gets recorded during a mediation session where she openly admits that she just fucking loses her mind and starts swinging on him and punching him. Someone who does that is dangerous. And that's who you pick to be your ambassador. That's who you pick to be the face of a movement that is important. It should matter that people care about domestic violence victims, but the damage you do when you make it about your personal politics instead of being objective and caring about an actual victim. Oh my God, the fucking the damage done to this is, we're not going to know for a couple of years. Who the fuck knows how deep this goes in terms of what this woman may have done. It's fucking nuts, man. It's very disheartening, especially for a guy like Johnny Depp, who his fucking, his career now is damn. He can't go back. He can't go back and get that time. That shit. And I don't even like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, but that dude, he gets paid to be a public figure, and someone tortured him and then turned public opinion against him. And then on top of all that, all these media outlets aren't going to fucking renege on what they said. Outside of her going to jail and and they never do. And outside of her being in a prison jumpsuit with a fucking number on her lapel, they're not going to say, hey, it appears that new evidence has come to light and Amber Heard may also have been they're not going to do that. And that's what's so goddamn disheartening, man. Who knows how far this has gone and how much damage this has done for people who are actually victims of domestic violence.
Yeah, and I mean, I think her name as much as her name even more than his. Even if she goes to court and nothing happens, even if she doesn't go to jail, her name's been dragged through the mud enough to where I don't think she's gonna last in Hollywood at all. Any movie that she gets, even in any movie that thinks about casting her, is immediately gonna be, the people are gonna yell at it and being like, no, don't get her, don't give her a job, don't give her shit, So,
yeah, I mean. There's an interesting discussion to be had here, though. We always talk about cancel culture. And, is it time to cancel Amber Heard? Is it hypocritical to think that, she should, you get the point I've been asking. It's not that this is a reflection of my views. I think, we have to wait for the lawsuit to go through. We have to go through court, innocent until proven guilty, all that other shit. But there's a ton of stuff that, that's me being objective about all this. I'm more on the side of this chick's probably a low-key monster and doing all these things. It's like, Bill Cosby's the ultimate heel in terms of like celebrities who have this dark side, done terrible things, but Amber Heard's doing some terrible shit too. And I'm thinking to myself, is it hypocritical to not want Amber Heard involved with, the DC? Is it hypocritical to not want Amber Heard? I mean, I feel like the market will dictate if Amber Heard will have a career, and my guess is no. I don't think Amber Heard will be cast because it brings bad publicity, bad juju to all these things with Amber Heard. If let's say the lawsuit goes through and they rule in Johnny Depp's favor and she's wiped out and she's just trying to get work, it's not going to really work out for her because. But the one thing that's sad though is people only remember the first headline, like you said, Kendo. They only remember that one initially, so they're going to remember Johnny Depp. Oh, he beat his girlfriend, or he beat his wife, or this and that. And I think, look, like I said earlier, there are no winners. There are everyone just loses. This movement of believing victims or people being empowered to come out and speak was lost because a high-profile actress has, allegedly lied about this shit, and so that casts doubt on anybody coming out that was, actually abused. So you have in the public eye, like, well, this person lied. I don't really trust this person, and this woman or this dude could be telling the complete truth, coming to you with bruises and shit, and you're like, well, Amber Heard made shit up, and that's the only thing I know. And you think, well, that's stupid. But people are that fucking dumb. Like,
yes, they are.
That people are stupid at the end of all this. And so it hurts that. It hurts, the trust in relationships. It hurts all kinds of stuff. So Amber Heard doing this, let's just act like she's lying. But she doesn't only hurt herself and Johnny Depp. She hurts millions of other victims out there. And this type of thing is just terrible.
Yeah, it's bad. And then there's obviously the other side about it. There's, and again, this is personal professional experience, and it's tough to not talk about it, but there's always the issue of escalation, so because of all this hurricane of bullshit, and obviously we can all again say it again, I hope that the truth does come out and justice is served, but if it isn't, it's going to be because of this fucking hurricane of bullshit. And that will lead to what? She could fucking do it again. And the thing that people always say is these people get worse when they feel that they can get away with it. So even if we go through all this stuff and, you know, it's just too far down the rabbit hole and his lawsuit gets dismissed and she ends up not facing any charges, you know, the next person that she gets in a relationship with, what is she going to fucking do? And remember, and make sure that you remember this, you know, because of our culture now, the pendulum is still kind of leaning to the other extreme. You know, she's very openly in relationships with other women. And again, it's all well and good to be okay with people being in relationships, you know, and I'm not saying that she shouldn't be allowed to be in any romantic relationship, let alone with another woman. But again, if she gets away with this, what's going to happen to the next woman that she gets in a relationship with? Especially now, at that point, she's going to feel that she can fucking get away with it. So say she gets in a relationship with another Hollywood actress or another woman with following, or maybe she just gets involved in a relationship with an Instagram thought or something crazy like that. And now we have a whole new person, a delicate, gullible person who's in a relationship with a woman who got away with cutting off her fucking ex-husband's fucking finger. Yeah, that's a scary fucking thought.
Here's the thing, too. Here's another scary thought. Let's say she does get involved with said Instagram thought that you know, this one that exists out there in the ether. What if she kills her?
Yep. Exactly.
What if she goes so angry? Let's say like she goes to jail, she comes out, she finds this person, she's mellow for a little bit, and then all of a sudden stuff starts to happen, and she just goes off on the deep end. How many recidivism? People go back to jail for a similar crime or something. What if she just goes back to her old ways? I mean, that next person is going to be an innocent victim in all this. And then, well, she killed somebody. Then people will look at her differently. It's like, well, you know, if people would have just called her on her bullshit a decade ago, we're just using a fake timeline. This is all fictional, hypothetical. But that said Instagram thought would be alive, or this thing wouldn't have happened, you know? So I think we just, you know, we're going to wait. I think it's interesting to talk about this as new information develops, because we talk about the culture war on this channel. We're an entertainment channel. You know, people say, oh, you're just the Star Wars channel. We're beyond Star Wars. Yes, we talk about it. It's important. We got to understand the entertainment, the celebrities, the way things are, this influences our entertainment. This influences our culture. And as I always say, pop culture, well, not just me, but pop culture is a reflection of the time it's made in. It's a reflection. It's a, you know, it's a register of what was going on in said time. Like Birds of Prey. Everyone talks about, well, Birds of Prey is a relic of 2016 when Ghostbusters and shitting on men was cool and acceptable in Hollywood. And we had string after string of flop. People don't make movies like that. People don't interact like that anymore, thankfully. And so a movie like that, that's a remnant of that era, comes out and it just falls on deaf ears and flops hard. So, you know, this will be a very important case for all sorts of abuse allegations and just, you know, Me Too movement and all that stuff. People in the chat are saying it's dead. We'll follow this one. I mean, it's
definitely.
They say it's ongoing, and we'll see what happens with Amber Heard. That's all I can say.
Yeah. It's scary, man. It's just scary all the way around. And I think that, you know, the point about, you know, the culture war, you know, it's a good one. I mean, and again, you know, not to beat a dead horse here, but you know, Ghostbusters 2016 is a perfect example. Obviously, it's a lot less violent of an example, but when you are so quick to get caught up in the cult of personality that is, oh, well, we're making this insert group here, you know, we're giving them more opportunities, and we're changing how people view things. It's like no one thinks about the fucking the recoil of those things, you know, and obviously the recoil of all this, the implications of what damage has been done is huge. But you know, people don't take those lessons and apply it to other shit. I mean, you know, who knows how things would have been if culturally so many people were a lot more objective in 2016 when this shit came up, you know, and you know, obviously, like I said, it's a different example, but look at the damage that fucking Ghostbusters did. You know, it you know, obviously, you know, Kate McKinnon's kind of finally coming out of that, but she had to go back to fucking SNL. You know, Leslie Jones, you know, now she's got a fucking she's got a special on Netflix now, you know, so more power to you, boo boo, go get your paper. But you know, she again was so quick to jump on that gravy train of attacking a fan base because of their critical response to a shitty movie she was in. She had to. It took 4 years of her career away. And Paul Feig and Melissa McCarthy and all of them were so. Luckily for I keep wanting to say Kristen Stewart. Damn it. Kristen Wiig. Yeah, Kristen Wiig. Luckily, she was smart enough to kind of, keep her mouth shut and not jump on that. But Paul Feig and McCarthy and them were so quick to have that. Oh, we're going to. We took a picture with a bunch of girls who are in a science program. Blah 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 blah. No one's talking about that now.
No.
How many science programs have missed out on celebrity endorsements because how big the backlash for Ghostbusters 2016 was.
And that's why Ghostbusters Afterlife coming out next year now.
Yeah, next year. Yeah. I got
saving IP.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where like I did they do a whole thing with that they did with Captain America where they raised money to have girls go see the movie? Did they do that for Ghostbusters?
They might have. I know that the women showed up in hospitals to see sick kids, which is nice.
No. Yeah. That's 100% good. Like that's a good thing. But if those people raise money just to go see a fucking movie, you could have given that money to a female science thing or whatever, whatever it is, and really help them out. But instead, if they had done that for just letting them watch the movie, that's just ticket sales in your favor, and it looks like you're an asshole. It looks like you only care about
which publicity is the one that works. Buying the tickets for the little girls to go see the movies, front page headline. Donating the movie to the science program is back pages. Nobody reads that.
True. But I mean, that to me would be more effective than buying tickets to go watch a movie. But you're right. You're right, Kenda. You're right.
I was gonna say it's Hollywood. It's not about doing the right thing. It's about doing the most thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Most press-worthy.
Oh, press-worthy. Okay. So this is really, like I said, folks, it was going to take a turn for the series, but I think it's very important to have these types of discussions.
Yeah, absolutely.
On all kinds of platforms, especially with the way we, aggrandize these celebrities and make them bigger than life. Now, remember, not all celebrities are pieces of shit. I'm sure every celebrity has a dark side. Every person has a dark side. So, we're trying to be fair in a lot of this stuff, but I guess let's hear what the audience is going to say about Amber Heard, because a ton of people, I haven't seen this chat blow up like this, honestly, since our Star Wars stream, in regards to people just wanting to get involved in the conversation. And folks, it's another benefit of catching us live. Like I said, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard every Thursday night. So Go Big Boar, Go Home, who's an awesome dude. We had fun with him on Mindless Entertainment last night, says, Jeff, Monica Bellucci is older than Daniel Craig in Spectre, and she's freaking hot.
God, she's so hot in that movie. Holy shit.
Dude, well, Monica Bellucci in general is fucking hot. Even when she was wearing her goddamn latex outfit in Matrix.
You mean her latex outfit without underwear on?
Yes.
That wasn't the panty line you're seeing, folks.
Oh my god, that fucking accent, boys. That fucking accent.
I forgot she was older. She looks great. Oh my god, Daniel Craig looks like shit. He was born and looked like a thumb, so whatever.
Yeah, he's a scouser.
Jay Screwjob says, my first Bond clip was the last 10 seconds of a movie where Bond is in a bathysphere with the LI and closes the blinds and Q and two police officers. Oh, so the first one you saw was The Spy Who Loved Me. That was Q, M, and someone else. The other, maybe Bernard Lee had died at that time, so they had him replaced with Robert Brown and somebody else. But yes, I know exactly the thing you're saying, because he goes, 007, what are you doing? He goes, keeping the British end up, sir. And then it nobody knows better. And then it says James will return in For Your Eyes Only, even though he came back in Moonraker.
Yep.
Our friend Kevin Kiss says,
or decent movie.
Say that again, Kendo.
Said, what a great movie, but then I said, oh wait, what a decent movie.
Yeah, what a decent movie is right. Unless it's Moonraker. What a terrible movie. Okay, Kendo.
That was a horrible movie.
Yeah. Kendo, serious question. Would you rather be locked in a room watching Octopussy on repeat or go toe-to-toe with Ezra Miller?
I'll take toe-to-toe with Ezra Miller.
Yeah. All you have to do is sneeze on that.
I'm fairly certain that's a fight. I'm pretty sure that's a fight real easy, and I'm not in the best of shape anymore.
Yeah, dude, that's a 2-hit fight. Kendo's fist hitting Ezra, and Ezra hitting the ground.
Let's see. Hashtag things better than Ezra. Kendo's fists.
Yeah.
By the way, that's on our Twitter right now. Go add to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, go put a bunch of things in there that are better
That's
than
right.
Ezra.
My boy Kendo giving him the old Kansas City seasoning.
The old-
Bye-bye.
That's right.
By the way, Kinderjack says, I swear WCBS reminds me of my favorite Saturday morning cartoon, sprinkled with adult themes.
That's
That is
right.
the nicest thing anyone's ever said about us.
That's probably
is-
like
thank
the
you.
best way to describe what we try to do too. Is like,
That's- yeah.
let's ramp up the old Fox Kids nostalgia here, boys, with
Yes.
curse words.
Mhm.
Oh
I'm
my
talking
God.
about Monica Bellucci's boobies.
Kevin Castillo, thank you. He says the DCEU is now deceased.
Damn.
That's very harsh but fair criticism.
I actually got to
Yeah.
finish reading Deceased, but yeah, which is just one more reason why I swear, Zack Snyder. Oh, dude, that dark alley. If you ever find yourself there and you hear someone whisper, "At the end of the day, it's game over, son. It's game over."
Well, you know,
Dude, maybe we should get that booked for next year's WrestleMania. Tag team match. Me and Dion versus Zack Snyder and Ezra Miller.
Dude, listen, if Snooki and Michael Cole can get a fucking WrestleMania match, then damn it, so can we.
Yeah, that's
right.
true. That's true.
I mean, Vince wants
dude, I want to be the special.
people to buy the pay-per-view.
Now,
Not 99 on the network.
99. Well, shit, it'll be free next year because WrestleMania. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. Now, one thing I did want to bring up though is on the other side of this, you know, these terrible DC actors doing these terrible things. Henry Cavill is like a good guy in all this. He's like, I'm gonna stay single. I'm gonna do my own thing. I don't want to be accused. Go play video games. He's nice to the fans. Like, how anyone could shit on that dude is beyond me.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
and
He is
if
a
you
Chiefs
ever,
fan.
yeah,
So,
and then if you
there's
ever get
that.
that dude just actually gives a shit about this stuff. And you know, if you ever need an example of kind of getting away from that mindset, like, hey, you know, I don't know his personal politics, you know, as long as the dude ain't talking about fucking, you know, crazy shit, I'm all for my boy Henry. But also when they were asking him about The Witcher, and he's talking about, you know, obviously the backlash of Star Wars was still topical, and they were talking about fans rabid loyalty to a franchise, and he goes, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as it's passion. You know, I'd rather have fans that are passionate and care about what I'm doing than fans who don't. You know, and that was probably not only the best way to handle that question, but also a mindset that, you know, how many people don't fucking have that, especially people that, you know, that watch stuff like, you know, yeah, you're not people that listen to this show, but you know, the people who, you know, who think that Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker and Ghostbusters 2016 and all this other bullshit is good stuff, and it's good for the long run. You know, it's nice to see guys like Henry Cavill still give a damn.
Yeah. People are in the chat saying they want him as Bond. That would be my next choice. If somebody gave me the ultimate casting power, we'd have Henry Cavill as Bond. We put out a Bond flick every 2 to 3 years, and they'd be, you know, fun action movies. Jesse and I had a long discussion on her show about Mission Impossible. Was it last night or 2 nights ago? Yeah, we're talking about how Mission Impossible is like the premier espionage franchise and how each one really raises the bar in terms of like modern action classics.
Oh yeah, man. I watched I watched the last 3 with my mom over the last 3 nights, and she loves them, man. She digs them. She really likes them. She even likes, I forget it. I think she watched the most current one, and she loves that one. She thought it was great.
Yeah, I think they're all great too. Thanks to you, I have them all. So anyway, Bruce Lombardo, thank you very much. Bruce says, "What are y'all complaining about? He was just LARPing as Daniel Kibblesmith. I did not. I don't let no thought kiss me. I am and have a man now."
I'm sure that all makes sense, but yeah, I get what he's saying.
I'll read that. I don't let no thought just kiss me. I am and have a man now. There we go. I reread. I didn't want it to be out of context because I fucked up laughing. Well, I drank Manischewitz earlier. So.
Oh, as in have a man. Okay, cool. I was so confused. I was like, wait, what? LOL,
Yeah.
what?
Does anyone want to LARP as Daniel Kibblesmith, all you have to do is lose 200% of your body weight and go bald. There you go. You, Kelly, you can be Daniel Kibblesmith.
Oh God.
Thanos EVS says, my friend John recently died due to heart failure from a cocaine overdose. Also, I got this really neat keychain at my local Cracker Barrel gift shop. Fuck.
That took a turn.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Sorry to hear about your loss.
Yeah, sorry to hear about your loss.
Every cloud has a silver lining.
Congratulations on the keychain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. Have a good day. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, cool.
We love you.
Yeah.
And obviously we'll be along longer, but still, I'm all about entertaining you in your time of need, and it's the way that your friend would have wanted it.
Yes.
Our friend Sebastian Anon says, I wouldn't choke slam a drunk chubby chick. Hashtag better than Ezra.
Wow, that's very fair.
You don't know until you're in that situation.
Dion, I think you would definitely slam a drunk chubby chick.
I would not. I like to. I pride myself on my restraint, my calm, cool demeanor, and my objective way to look at any situation.
Listen. If she was like, choke me, daddy, he would do it immediately. Okay, let's be honest.
If it was me, that chick would be 10 feet up in the air, and then she'd be 10 feet deep.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
you're terrible.
Slam, she'd have been last rided. Everything.
It would have been somebody's last ride, all right.
Oh God!
Last ride of Beyond Green.
My degenerate tendencies, sir, are not the topic of discussion. All I was saying is I'm cool, calm, and collected, man. I'm just saying. Shit.
Let's see. We also have our friend Dovin Death who says Grant Gustin is better than Ezra Miller. That is television's Flash for like the 3 people that do not know in the chat. And yeah, from what I've seen, I'd prefer that guy over Ezra Miller. Sometimes, an actor doesn't look the part and still does a great job. He didn't do a great job. He fucking sucked. I don't care about brunch. I care about Batman kicking ass. That's what I took away from the hashtag not the Snyder Cut. Brunch.
Yeah, that in. Hey, me talking fast and saying weird things is a personality trait, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm the Flash. Like, no, it's not. I don't care about you. Shut up. Go push a truck off a cliff, Ezra. You want to fight, bro? You want to fight?
So we have an important question, guys, from Kevin Castillo. Who would win in a fight, Ezra or Amber?
I'm
gonna say Amber.
That's an Amber all the way. I can't even joke. She would fuck that kid up.
Yeah,
she would beat his ass, shit all over his chest, and then cut his finger off.
Yeah, as a trophy.
Listen,
she'd make it into an earring.
She is clearly more than willing to throw down, and she's a master of grief.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, Ezra is essentially the flamboyant villain in any B80s action film. Fucking Amber Heard may very well be akin to the villains in fucking Taken. Like that's like she is. She is like she's out there, dude. She's fucking out there, dude.
Yes.
Demaster012 says Gotham High looks as bad as Equestria Girls, an MLP spinoff redone as a high school drama. Yes, that's real. No, it's not as bad as it sounds. It's worse.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it sounded very dumb. It sounded so dumb. I promised myself I'm not even gonna think about watching that. Just stop, DC. Just stop all that weird shit. Just cut it out.
Dion, what are you gonna watch more?
Don't
Gotham
you do
High
it? Don't you do it? Don't you fucking
Dark
do
Fate?
That's a strong negative to both, sir.
Hey, speaking of weird comic book stuff, apparently tonight there was a live stream on Instagram with Tika Waititi talking about Thor: Love and Thunder, and it'll feature aliens from the X-Men comics called Space Sharks. Kendo, what are Space Sharks called on this channel?
Sparks.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Space sharks, he says.
Yes, sparks. Apparently, they're either called star sharks or space sharks or Akanti, are a race of cosmic sharks who fly through space, and they're from the X-Men.
Huh.
Ah, God. Yeah, see, when everybody gave shit to Thor Love and Thunder and immediately didn't like it, this is exactly fucking why. We knew we smelled shit a mile away, and this is exactly what it is. It's not like we were against women or some shit like that. No, it's because it sounds like dog shit, and that's what it smells like right now.
It sounds fucking terrible. Is what it sounds like.
Oh God.
Joseph Bianowitz, thank you very much for your generous super chat. He says, "Hail to WCBS, Kendo. Keep holding it down, bro. From one essential worker to another."
Just doing what I can. I'm not in the trenches like the medical personnel, but I'm just as exposed to the COVID as everybody else is that's forced to be out.
Yeah.
Jeff with glasses says, "I am superior compared to my fellow peers." #book. I like how
Man, y'all.
of me with my, I had bought them. I'm going to get another pair because the other one's broke, but they're digital glare reducing glasses that just help if you're going to stare at a computer screen for like 10 hours. So yes, that is a screenshot of me and my glasses. I don't even know where that picture comes from. It must be from a fucking live stream from like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Edward Coleman, thank you so much. He says, "I want to thank you guys for everything. Stuck at home, riddled with anxiety. I have a type 1 diabetic daughter and a daughter that was born with lung issues. I truly appreciate the entertainment. Thanks for helping fans escape."
We're doing what we can, man. We're doing what we can.
Yeah, dude.
Damn Skippy, man. You try to hit me in the feelings on a goddamn Thursday night. I'm already a little drunk from drinking and bullshit with my friends. Y'all hit me in the feels with these comments tonight. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, we do everything we can to serve the public and make them laugh and, belittle each other if we have to.
And dropping little nuggets of life advice. If anyone's going to give you something you can use down the road, then damn it, it's the world-class bullshitters.
Oh yeah.
True story.
I guarantee you one day someone will be like, "That guy Dion on World Class Bullshitters told me about this and I got out of a bind. Thank you, Dion."
Oh, it'll be when they reboot Walker, Texas Ranger. Dion told me I have AIDS.
Oh my God. Oh jeez.
Oh, listen, if Dion Green is the one to break that news to you, you've already lost.
Jeff,
You've already lost.
what are the chances that we could make a shirt to sell?
Oh,
when we start
God.
selling shirts that says Dion told me I have AIDS.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'll make it. The sad part is with all this shit, we were going to use Horror Hound to launch all that stuff. Because remember,
Yeah.
those video game shirts I made for us?
Yep.
Dion Green's old fashioned doo-doo butter is still a designer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we'll sell it to later.
I am so glad that I was pointed away from my computer because I just spit Oberon on my fucking carpet.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Well, there
God.
wasn't there like Dion's like pet store or something like that we had done as well. Like it was like I don't know. It was there's so many things we had with Dion that
There was one, I think it was Liquid Metal Pro that came up with it. It was like Dion Green's ranch for horse rides and blah, 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 or some bullshit. And then I think Adam Shawhan came up. His was like fucking Dion's home for the honey dicked and something other.
Yeah.
It was really that one was really good too. I like that one a lot. I think it was Adam Shawhan, but
I don't know, man.
Dion's handcrafted Jesus juice.
yeah, just saw
Yes. We can create a logo for that and everything. It'd be great.
Oh my God.
The Dion collection will be its own little subset.
Oh
like,
my God, it
like
should
when
be.
you go
It
to buy
really
shit on
should
the
be.
internet, it's like click, it's like select your men's, and then you go scroll down. It'll just be a Dion's collection, and it'll be the doo-doo butter, the Jesus juice, the Dion.
we'll
me
make
I have
like
AIDS.
we'll make like really super awkward like commercials for the website for it. So like those super awkward Tommy Hilfiger commercials. Like it'll be all in black and white, and I'll be wearing a fucking Dion's doo-doo butter t-shirt, be like, everywhere I go, I see you there. Honey dicking me, singing to me. Who am I? What am I? And then that'll just be the end of the commercial, and it'll just say the Dion collection.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Don't say that because I want to do that so bad. That would be hilarious as shit.
By the way,
Fucking, they'll have my Dark Fate tattoo will be fucking on my shoulder and shit. Just me in a fucking Dion Honey Dick tank top. Like, everywhere I go, I see you.
never really got Dion, don't worry.
God damn, those commercials made no fucking sense.
Oh, dude. Well, it was it was Tommy Hilfiger during what, the 90s? Like they did a lot of weird shit.
Dude,
I don't know, dude.
It was hilarious. Like I remember being a kid, and then because I was just watching a compilation of '90s commercials, and it was the Tommy Hilfiger ones. We know where they were. You know, it was Tommy Boy and Tommy Girl or whatever. And I forgot how awkward those commercials were. And then obviously you fast forward to what was it, 2017, with the weird ass Brad Pitt commercial for Calvin Klein or whatever it was, and it's just him just wherever I go. Just not looking at the camera and shit. I see you there. And then it's like, what the fuck does that have to do with fucking perfume and cologne? I what? Why? What is this?
Tommy Hilfiger ad, Dion.
Oh my god.
My favorite thing about Tommy Hilfiger was the rumor. Did you guys have it at your school where Tommy Hilfiger made his clothes and he made them expensive because he didn't want black people to wear them?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I
That
remember.
wasn't just a Missouri thing.
No. I heard it at my high school and everything, man. I did.
See,
That was
folks,
so
and this was
funny.
before the internet existed to spread and propagate these rumors.
Okay,
Oh,
is that girl? Is that Aaliyah?
Yes, it is Aaliyah. Hold on, let me get you a better.
Holy shit!
Pre or post
Jesus,
plane
dude.
crash?
I'm gonna go pre-Kendo because there wasn't much left. Anyway,
It's
Oh.
pre-plane crash, post R. Kelly.
Oh,
if your girl only knew. Anyway,
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
for you.
That was really good.
Yeah, Michael Jackson and Tommy Hilfiger. What a weird world we lived in.
no, what's a
He's
weird
like-
world if you think about it? Is that was taken in the 90s, like 25 years ago, and 2 of those 3 people are confirmed dead.
Oh my god. That's true.
66% of this ad right here is dead. That's fucking crazy.
Well, let's find Paul and make it 100%.
We need to check on Paul because this could have been the hex that got a lot of people killed.
Yeah,
Hilfiger thread killed 3 people.
Tommy Hilfiger catalog curse.
Oh my god.
Has a lot more long-reaching effects than the Madden curse. I'll tell you that shit right now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, hashtag better than Ezra, so whatever.
Folks, remember that hashtag is on is pinned to our Twitter profile. Go check it out. Go write something.
Dude,
Yeah, there
fucking
you go.
hashtag better than Ezra. Aaliyah's fucking personal pilot.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, riding in an airplane with Aaliyah. Hashtag better than Ezra.
Oh my god.
Someone needs to tweet that at him. Fuck that dude.
Do it.
Oh my god. Shout out to our friend Riding Sonic, who's also out there working hard in the field. So thank you, Riding Sonic.
Thank you, buddy.
Our buddy Andy from the UK says, hey, what's up, my brothers? Keep safe. We will. You too, man.
We're trying.
You, dude.
We'll see you.
Stay inside, Andy. Stay inside.
Yeah, because I don't think the celebration's going to happen in 4 months. So
Yeah.
I
from
hope
what I
so, damn
understand-
it. I fucking hope so.
I do too.
If there's
From what I
just
understand,
one...
they're forcing their stay at home a lot better than we are.
Oh, shit. Please, if there's one thing that actually happens this year, we've already had so many cancellations. Just give me celebration. Just please give me celebration.
Yeah, really.
Please.
Let's see. We also have the Fixer who says, "Hey Jeff, yo, check this out. Hey Jeff, you check out the Cold War What We Saw podcast yet? Also, Discord now has a streaming function. You can do call-in segments with it. Well, guess what? We're gonna get call-in segment.
Right. We need to get ourselves. Do we have a Discord server?
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, we'll promote it better and do stuff. We just need to. There was a prominent YouTuber that had some issues with some people posting unsavory content that we want to just nip in the bud to avoid any kind of controversies. That's why we never really jumped into the Discord. It was never about, hey guys, you're not welcome on a Discord with us, because we have a Facebook group. We try to be very active publicly, but just something happened with a YouTuber. I won't say, you can Google it, and that's not happening with us. So if it's a call-in section, though, we'll learn it. The 4 of us will learn it and do our best to just moderate it. Maybe I'll get Salvador and a couple other of our regular YouTube moderators to help us out if they're available. And I'd love to do call-in segments. That'd be a fun way to end each week's show. So Fixer, I took a picture of that so I don't forget it. And I haven't checked out your podcast yet because Logan Michael recommended Movies That Were Never Made podcast after yours. I was like, I need something to listen to while I'm drawing. And so I put that on, and I've kind of been hooked between that and this conspiracy podcast because I'm working on a comic idea. So I haven't had a chance, but I will check it out because I do love Cold War stuff, especially since I'm watching 007 movies again.
Ooh, nice.
Let's see. Anne O'Reilly, thank you very much again, Anne. The restraining order was applied as a publicity stunt as Johnny wasn't in the country. Also, claims came out on Johnny's daughter's birthday.
Oh man. Jeez, yeah, that's a special kind of psycho right there. That's a special kind of psycho.
Yeah.
When she knows his schedule and is like, "Are you out of the country? You know, do the thing now." Or it's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna ruin his daughter's birthday by calling the cops, whatever." It's just like, shit, man. That is a special kind of psycho.
Well, not only that is like, that's a maximum damage move, and that's not just for him. That's she did that against his daughter too. So who the fuck knows possibly what she's done to his kid? So man, this whole thing is scary overall.
When you're strategizing to do that stuff, when the person is completely unable to be able to answer to any of it or do anything about it, that's pretty shitty.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah,
100% piece of shit move.
And for those out there that are wondering, yes, Johnny Depp does have a daughter. She's in the movie Yoga Hosers with Kevin Smith's daughter. They're real life.
Yes, she is. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. So thank you, Anne. Demaster012 says this fiasco with Heard reminds me of Joseph of Egypt getting falsely Me Too'd by Potiphar's harlot wife. The Bible itself says not to listen and believe. That's kind of, was that part of the Passover story or not part of the Passover story, but is it the same Old Testament, right?
So the Pharaoh that dealt with Joseph, had a benevolent relationship with the Israelites, he's the Pharaoh that he was the predecessor to the one who enslaved the Jews.
Oh, okay. I'm getting caught up on history over here because we've been talking. We had Passover Seders, and then this weekend's Easter. So I'm kind of thinking of my 10 Commandments era stuff, but I don't remember that Demaster012.
Well, remember there used to be 15 commandments. Okay.
Oh,
That's right. And then one of them got dropped.
Yep.
What is it?
It's from Mel Brooks' History of the World Part 1.
I'm about to say that's a classic Mel Brooks clip.
Yeah.
I had 15,
Moses.
10 commandments.
Yeah. It's such a fucking great movie.
Oh man. Jeez, Mel Brooks, man. Oh, love those movies.
Our friend Dark Saber Force says, I hope Vic Mignogna Broly finally gets justice. I know Anna's been following that story a lot. I'm sure you guys have heard about it briefly about Vic Mignogna, the voice actor. I think he had some allegations against him. And I think was it Rekieta Law and the Umbrella guy were really covering that shit heavily. Like that was a really hot button issue for a while. And I know conventions were removing him from the lineup and they were banning him and all this stuff. So
I have no idea what that is. I got to go watch her stuff and figure it out.
Yeah, I remember when that broke because I think it was Anna's Twitter that kind of what I heard about it, because it wasn't text messages for his accuser too, but it was like emails or something that turned out that she'd been lying or some crazy shit like that, and that dude lost fucking work. I mean, it's not like being a huge big time Hollywood actor. I mean, the dude's a voice actor. That's what he does. I mean, that's his livelihood, and that dude lost super valuable time. And it's the implications of these things. It's fucking tough, man. You gotta be objective. People have to start getting people to understand the importance of objectivity is just as important as finding the justice for victims, because God, people's lives are in the balance, man. And one misstep can fuck a lot of important stuff up.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm about to show you guys an image that represents a misstep. Give me just a moment. So, Dion, this week we had some information come out. I wanted to throw this at you guys because it frustrated me and a huge portion of our audience. and I think it's time to talk about this as our one of our final segments as we close out the show. So right here on your screen, now folks in the chat, do not hit your screens, do not look too closely. What I'm about to show you is very hideous, but whatever. Dion, are you sitting down? Are you ready?
Yeah, I got another beer. Okay, cool. The kids are okay, cool. I won't wake someone up if I start screaming.
Who is this?
Oh,
Fucking Rian Johnston, piece of shit.
Have you heard the news about Rian Johnson intentionally deconstructing The Last Jedi and breaking up the Disney trilogy intentionally? It wasn't a mistake. We have it's confirmed as an actual intentional thing.
I specifically did not listen to your show yet. I wanted to save it for tonight because I saw the headline. I listened to the beginning when you mentioned that you were going to talk about it. I specifically have not heard the details, no.
Now, I'm not really doing a long segment on this, folks. If you want to hear, I did an entire show about it. We talked about it on the High Council. I talked about it briefly on the High Council. I did a whole show about it yesterday evening. Last night's Fandom Menace was about the destruction of the Star Wars trilogy from Disney. But I just wanted to read this to give Dion a little bit of insight. Plus, one thing we don't really take into account that we should is there's a big portion of our audience that listens to us as a podcast only on streaming services such as iTunes and Stitcher. So sometimes if we cover something that we made a video about or we covered it on a stream, remember, folks, that is for that portion of the audience who does know us from there. And if you're listening on iTunes and Stitcher, find us on YouTube. We put out way more content than just the
Also, if you're on those platforms and you're only listen to us on the podcast, rate us so we can be searched a little bit better.
Yeah, you know what I was going to say? Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, not for our ego, just because you can find us easier. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you're out there and you're like, man, I really want to help the guys out, but stuff has really hit me hard, just go find us on iTunes and hit that 5-star button and say good show or great show or whatever. It's just for the search of this case of us being able to be found, not for our egos. So the outrage over Rian Johnson's Star Wars: The Last Jedi just won't go away. On a recent episode of Light the Fuse podcast, J.J. Abrams' longtime editor Mary Jo Markey shares her belief that The Last Jedi made conscious storytelling decisions that undid the narrative setup made in The Force Awakens, which Abrams directed and Markey co-edited with frequent collaborator Marianne Brandon. Abrams returned to direct last year's Rise of Skywalker, which Markey defended against claims it retcons Rian's Last Jedi. Markey did not edit Rise of Skywalker, but her career with Abrams also includes Mission Impossible 3, blah, blah, blah. Markey chimes in with, I couldn't agree more. Undoing Abrams' Force Awakens story, it's very strange to have a second film so consciously undo the storytelling of the first one. I'm sorry, that's what it felt like. So when we watched The Last Jedi, it definitely felt like they took the movie that came before it and just shit on it, which we now know he did.
Yep.
He pooped on a screen and he said, guys, I deconstructed Star Wars. But like somebody made a point yesterday on the stream, you can't deconstruct something if you don't understand the inner workings to build it in the first place. So all he did is to destroy Star Wars. He pissed on it.
Well,
Yeah,
pretty much.
And we brought this up when we watched the shit on Skywalker. It came off as a pissing contest. We said that when we reviewed the fucking movie. It don't worry, Daniel Edwards, we're gonna find those strippers after the quarantine, baby. But yeah, that movie felt like a pissing contest. It 100% did. And we talked about this all the way back last year during Star Wars Celebration. You know, there was a reason why they brought the Emperor back. It sure as shit wasn't to complete the Skywalker saga. It was because it was supposed to distract you from the pissing contest that they saw with Rian Johnston. Okay. That being said, you know, that whole deconstructing Star Wars thing, that con that he was trying to put off, you know, it was, you know, people who watch Star Wars could see through that shit. Not to mention that if you're deconstructing something, the 8th movie into the franchise, why the fuck are you making that movie? It's, you know, that again shows how much of a liar he is. What the fuck are you doing deconstructing the movie, the 8th movie in? The second one, I get it. The third one, maybe. We're not doing a fucking dissertation on Star Wars in the 8th goddamn movie. It's the 8th movie. Make a Star Wars movie. That's what they hired you for, not to come out here and destruct what it meant to be in Star Wars and the characters. We know the fucking characters. We've seen 7 other movies of these characters. We don't need you to deconstruct it, dude. So again, I mean, it just affirms what we already knew. He's an asshole, and he made the movie about him. He doesn't give a shit about Star Wars. He sure shit didn't give a shit about Lucasfilm, and he damn sure didn't give a shit about deconstructing the movie. He made that for him. That was a pissing contest with JJ, and we all suffered for it.
Now, speaking of deconstructing, it looks like Disney might be trying to deconstruct or just flat out destroy the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because we have a rumor, folks. Here we go. This is news to everyone here. Rumor: War Machine TV spinoff featuring Riri Williams in development for Disney Plus. Now, Dion, when you woke up this morning and you went to work as an essential employee, did you think to yourself, "I'm putting myself at risk so I can go out and watch a Riri Williams War Machine TV show"? Right? That's what happened.
Dion is just so distraught. He can't answer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dion, for your answer.
Still here. All seriousness, though, Dion, what do you think of this news?
He is still speechless. I think he's choking on his beer because he just can't deal with the realness of what's going on right now.
Wow.
Well, Kendo, what do you think of this?
Dion, here you go. He would say, "God damn it."
Nick, Kendo, what are your thoughts on this? Stupid, dumb?
Dude, this is retarded, man. Why, you want Riri Williams to be War Machine? Like, are you? Because they've been trying to shoehorn this character into everything. They wanted her to be the new Iron Man. Nobody wanted that. Now they want her to be War Machine all of a sudden. So I don't know. Just quit doing this. Quit making this bullshit. You've made all the money already. Be happy with it. Concentrate on making Disney Plus viable, because money's tight right now, and you might the axe might come down, and then Disney Plus is going to get dropped because of the lack of shit you have to watch. Because you have a finite amount of stuff on there that people have pretty much already streamed through, and nobody. And if it costs them money, they're not going to keep you. So,
well, now this Kendo. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off. What do you think?
It's just one less thing for me to worry about trying to watch on Disney Plus, because I care zero about Riri Williams.
Now, this, of course, is a rumor. It comes from Mikey Sutton from his Geekosity Facebook group, clearly a reputable source. But Sutton says, Tony Stark may be dead, but his technology will continue to haunt the MCU for possibly decades. First off, Mikey, there won't be an MCU for decades. Secondly, a War Machine TV series has been planned for Disney Plus since the beginning. Marvel Studios has seen unfulfilled potential in the character, one with more of a military bent. Disney Plus provides them the opportunity to dig deeper into a character, explore his dark psychological corners. With the coronavirus halting productions, which is also making fools by pointless issues of Spider-Man, development of War Machine has quieted down, but will skyrocket to the surface once again once the pandemic has driven into irrelevance, says Sutton. So this is a really dumb, poorly written thing. But I just would like to chime in. I don't leave it to Disney to ruin a military story. Like, I don't trust. They have a leaning slant in all their entertainment. I don't think they'll kindly portray any of this shit.
No,
probably not.
Yeah, they won't do a good job. They won't give it what it has to do, and they'll they'll probably script a lot of the stuff, honestly. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I think once again, I think we've said it before, and I'll say it again. We've all shot our load with Endgame, and they need to quit trying to get back into it and try to keep making more shows. Even though, I mean, some of them look good, some of them look interesting, but that's all they do is they look interesting and they look okay. Nobody's going to spend their time and watching these shows and giving them any sort of credit or anything, because I think it's over. They want something else. The superhero stuff, I think, it's on its way out, and it's been on its way out for a little while now. So, yeah.
So of course it drops in right when you're about to ask me about good old Riri Williams.
Yeah. We thought you left out of anger.
Well, if there's one way to get me to, it sure as hell is Riri Williams. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, remember when we first talked about Riri Williams, like during the first year of the podcast?
Yeah.
Yep.
And how dumb the concept of a 15-year-old girl taking over for Tony Stark is.
Yep. And for some reason, Dustin was convinced that I was going to be like, yeah, this is a great fucking idea. Riri Williams is going to be good. Like, fuck you, dude.
Well, no, the reason he thought that is because Riri's black and so are you. Therefore, with only those correlations, you must be okay with this.
Hey, it's them boys from BFE Michigan, man. But again, it's them trying to ride a wave. I vaguely heard about this. Because for some reason they just refuse to want to, because originally I remember when they were talking about War Machine, it was just going to be Rhodey, but now it's they're going to try and force Riri in. The initial creation of that character didn't fucking work. You made her for a specific demographic who never came. You doing a movie character based on that same plan is not going to work.
No, and by the way, for our friend Child of the Flower in the chat, she says, "Who is Dustin?" For those that listen to the show now, probably don't realize we have an older iteration of the show where we had more members, and Dustin was a member. And here's a picture of him. It doesn't want to load, so never mind. There he goes. There's Dustin in the corner. Dion,
there it is.
Dustin?
Oh, is it Dustin or Curtis or Praxis or Jojo Gibraltar? I can't remember what his other aliases were.
Jojo Gibraltar.
Oh my god, so much fun. Anyway, sorry, didn't want to leave. Carl Page remembers Dustin. Now, let's talk about another comic book thing in closing. So, new information was released about what's his face. Matt Reeves is his name. The Batman. So first off, Matt Reeves is saying that the story is not an origin story. He has confirmed it. Matt Reeves has stated that Batman will not be an origin story. He wants to acknowledge Batman's origin while doing something new. And then we already know Batman's origin. But there's a new piece of information that has just dropped. I shared it with you guys. Dion, you were confused about this link I sent you. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to read it on air for everyone right now. So in regard to Matt Reeves, the Batman, it's going to be a humanist story. Now that threw Dion off quite a bit, as in why the fuck are they doing this with Batman? Or
why
with Batman? So here we go. I want to get an image pulled up for the audience as we watch. So guys, before we go into that, are you excited for the Batman from Matt Reeves?
No.
I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited. Not Avengers excited, but I'm ready for more Batman.
Yeah. I feel it's been a while since we've had a good Batman flick.
I got a feeling after the next, still going to be a while since we had a good Batman flick.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I hope it's good, but all signs point to no. So I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
So Matt Reeves says the Batman will be humanist. What does this mean? It says the American Humanist Association, whose motto is "Good without God," defines it as humanism, a progressive philosophy of life that, without theism or other supernatural beliefs, affirm our ability and responsibility to lead ethical lives of personal fulfillment that aspire to the greater good. So there's a man tipping his
greater good.
The greater good.
The greater good.
So when we hear this sort of thing in context of Batman, how do you feel?
I just on one, okay. Now that I understand what being a fucking humanist means, that's just the character, right? So what are you describing when you're just describing the character? It's not a new take. That's how he always was. He was never religious to begin with. The man already had a no-kill rule, number one. Number two, we don't have to quantify every fucking character. Just make him Batman. I don't need to have Batman. Well, this is Batman from a humanist perception. No, I don't want other perspectives of Batman. He already doesn't kill people and cares about saving people. Now we have to. Oh, this is the humanist. He already does that. What? Why are we wasting time with this shit? Which is an indicator that it's gonna be. They're gonna try to write it to be something else. It's not a great sign for things to come.
Yeah, people are kind of angry in the chat at that. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, of course it is. I mean, humanist, like he's kind of. I mean, he's always cared about humanity and like the safety of people. That's why he does what he does. To say that that the story you're going for just sounds derivative and just like total bullshit. I don't know. It's hard to keep dealing with this shit. They keep trying to throw these buzzwords that doesn't make it seem like they're doing something different. When in reality, they're just doing the same old shit and just in a different fucking wrapper. That's all it is.
Yep. That's all it is. It's a new paint of coat.
Yep,
Good
exactly. Exactly.
The only thing I will say about this, before, we're going to judge it when we see it, blah, 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 all that shit. First off, I will say I don't like this costume. That doesn't mean I don't like this film, so I don't want people to confuse that I'm hating on a film because I don't like a costume. I just don't like the suit. You know what other suits I don't like? I didn't like Henry Cavill's Batman or Superman suit. I'm not in love with a lot of different costumes, so we'll worry about that later. But I will say, wait and see with the Batman movie. For me personally, not the reflection of this whole channel, not the reflection of the guys. And again, folks, you definitely tell us what you think about this stuff. I hope it doesn't suck. And the one thing I could do without in Hollywood is this self-aggrandizing approach. Trying to think like you're making a Batman movie, a dude in a suit who fights crime, a guy who's a clown, a guy who's a penguin, a man who's a shark, a Mexican dude who wears a mask and pumps venom into his veins. Like Nolan.
King Tut.
What?
Said King Tut.
King Tut, Egghead.
I'm gonna go back.
King Tut.
Yeah.
Jesus, Egghead. Yes, please. Yes. Oh my God.
All I'm getting at though, guys, is this is Batman, and Nolan did a lot of good with the franchise, but he's also brought in a conversation that seems to have about Batman films on screen. Well, obviously that's where the films are, and I don't necessarily always want that. I'm not saying I want a return to the Adam West. I don't want to return to the Burton or Schumacher, but I would like the film to speak for itself and not try to make the film come off as smarter, because all you do, Matt Reeves, is you come off as pretentious. And I don't think pretension, or well, that's not even the way I say it, but a pretentious Batman film, I don't think will work in an era when we're going to need a good, fun superhero flick. It's like Spider-Man came out at the perfect time. We're in a really dark period. We need a Spider-Man like 2002. We need this movie that people come in, they find a good story, they leave happy. And it's just something that's accessible. When you kind of cut off, when you're trying to be the smartest director in the room and you're trying to make the smartest take on a film, I love the Avengers movies. They're not smart. They're just fun popcorn flicks.
Yeah.
And I don't think they get as tiresome as pretentious directors who wear berets and are named Bug.
Here's the thing, though. If you want, if you want to be self-aggrandizing and and want to fucking pat on your back, come up with something original. Write something original, fight for it, get it made, and have it make some fucking money. Come up with a compelling character, a simple story, and something that we can all relate to, and make it fun, and make it something that that everybody wants to go see. Do that, and you'll get the fucking pat on your back from me. Okay? Constantly remaking, rewrapping, reimagining, redoing things all the fucking time doesn't do anything for anybody. You're just constantly just going through all these popular IPs and just keep making things that you see fit, that have your little touch of bullshit on them as well. That doesn't do anything for anybody. You want to really affect pop culture and really make something that stands the test of time. Make something original that everybody relates to, that studios can make for a small budget, that that everybody wants to go watch and everybody talks about, and by word of mouth makes it popular and makes it into something that we all want to see. Do that, and you will have done something that hasn't been done in a good while. Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah, man.
So, folks, I just dropped the link to the after show. It's going to be on Mindless Entertainment. What are we doing? We're watching.
If you want to learn the story of Passover as told by my drunk ass and my cousin's drunk ass, we'll be watching that. We'll be talking about Passover, the meaning of Passover, and we'll be drinking wine.
Oh, we're drinking wine on the show?
Yeah, we're drinking
wine. Cool. Well,
okay.
We're going to get drunk on the stream and have a party. So, folks, if you want to watch that, that will go live about 8:30ish or 11:30ish, depending on where you are in the world. But we're going to make sure that we want to close out the show. We're going to read everything the audience has to say, and then we're going to go over and do after hours. So first off, Demaster 012. By the way, folks, this has been a fantastic fucking show. Guys, Dion, Nick, Kendo, thank you for bringing your A game tonight. I jokingly said it in the chat because we're talking about what we have to do tonight because the Amber Heard situation. But holy shit, pretty much put it like this: this is your level of A game. This is the baseline. Nothing less than only A game. The level we need. All right, we have
That's right.
to bring to these people. All right. But no, I had a great time tonight, guys. I know you guys did too.
Hell yeah.
Always,
so-
That was all right.
Not proud of our content, Kendo.
No.
So Master 012 says politics is downstream of culture. Andrew Breitbart. What do you say about that, guys?
It
Fuck
is.
Andrew Breitbart, but it's a good quote.
Yeah.
Scribby Steak says, "Sup, bullshitters? Yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday, Scribby Steak, from all of us
Happy
here."
birthday, buddy.
We love
29
you.
He says 29 down, many to go. My
Right.
gift was to finally take my work home with me. Nice follow up on my 1 year anniversary at my job too. Thanks for the laughs as always.
Nice, man.
Congratulations on the year at your job, man. It sounds like you like
Yep.
it.
Yeah,
You
man.
ain't fired your ass yet. That's a win, baby.
True story.
Definitely these days. We haven't been fired yet. It's a win.
TLJ Screwjob.
Is it though?
TLJ Screwjob is keeping the fun alive with our hashtag. Forced to watch Dark Fate with Dion. Hashtag better than Ezra.
Wait, no. Forced to watch Dark. Okay, first of all, it's Dion, and if you're watching Dark Fate, he's gonna be drinking, which means it's gonna be 10 times better than it was before.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fucking thank
I would actually prefer watching Dark Fate with Dion. In all honesty, as long as we
Thank
got
you.
as long as we got some beers, and Dion is probably like 5 deep before we start.
Hey,
I want that to happen. I want
Why
that
don't-
to happen.
Yeah.
why don't we do that next weekend? Let's
Okay.
do that as a live stream. Fuck it. Let's just do it. We joked about it. It's not like we're gonna buy the fucking movie. You want to do that?
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's you know what?
So
We'll kill the joke.
you're
for the
saying
sake
next
of-
week?
What are you working next weekend?
I mean, I kind of control my own schedule at this point, so I can make it happen.
Do we want to make it happen? We should do like a double feature: Dark Fate when we're really drunk and something else.
Well, we can watch Dark Fate and then we can watch The Room afterwards to watch something good.
Ooh.
Mm.
I was gonna say Charlie's Angels or Birds of Prey.
Easy. Easy.
Oh no! Come on now.
Yes, people in the chat are saying, yes, do it. Yes, do it.
Yeah, come on, because I mean, like, yeah, that was a funny comment, but think about it. It's Dion. If you've been on this channel for a while now, you've heard us do our live drunk commentaries, and I get where I go wasted, and Dion loves to tease me about it every fucking time. And just imagine that, but Terminator Dark Fate, which is a movie that's already dog shit,
Mhm.
and we get to
Yeah.
watch that with you guys. I mean, come
why
on.
don't we? If we're gonna do a double feature on the weekend, why don't we let the audience vote for the next one?
Or we can just watch Terminator 2 because I don't know if they might be fucking with us once we're already watching Dark Fate.
All right. Well, then Swinging Cod, do your worst. We'll do this next week. We'll do it like an evening stream. So like 8 o'clock, everyone can have dinner and do everything they need to do.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool. So, folks, that'll be next Saturday. Now, we'll do Avengers for the anniversary is not next week. It's like the 28th or something. I looked it up yesterday. So, McKinney,
Yeah, I was
Knight,
gonna
thank you
suggest
very
that,
much.
actually.
What'd you say?
I said I was going to actually suggest to do it that way. Do we do it on? We're do that double feature on the anniversary of it.
That's what we'll do. We'll do it as close as we can possibly do to the anniversary. We'll find out everyone's work schedules and we'll make it happen for the folks.
Hell yeah.
Done.
All right, McKinney90, thank you. He says, we have a Brie Larson situation with Amber Heard being one of the most media-protected people right now. I'm afraid that even if Depp wins, they'll try to protect her reputation by any means necessary. What do you guys think?
I don't know, man. That's
If she
it's
gets
gonna be hard to protect that.
Okay, yeah, and also like there's a big difference between Brie Larson and Amber Heard. Brie Larson is insufferable and she just says some shit. Amber Heard actually has taken action, which we know now, and is actually a piece of shit. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Big differences.
Yeah, like when Brie Larson talks, you plug your ears. If Amber Heard is within 6 feet of you, you run.
Yep.
You know, you just fucking go.
Because appendages just get missing.
Yeah.
So the thing with Amber Heard is she's like one of those poisonous snakes. She's got a lot of beautiful colors, but she will kill your ass. So
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Andy, though, thank you very much. So we have our friend Don Juan Fontaine who says Amber Heard is like that chick in John Wick 1 in the hotel.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah. The one that kills the black dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. She killed
It's
Detective
true.
Freeman.
It's very true.
That bitch.
Carol Baskin said bitches like Amber Heard.
Yep.
Well, we know that Carol Baskin killed her husband and buried him under the septic tank. But Amber Heard, Johnny Depp got away. If Amber Heard and Johnny Depp were still together when Tiger King came out, Johnny Depp would have went missing.
Seriously.
Amber Heard probably has Carol Baskin on speed dial.
Carol, I need you to do something for me.
Dregs, thank you very much. He says celebrity deathmatch: Amber Heard versus Chris Brown. Whoa!
Ooh.
That's a vicious fight.
You know
That's
what?
gonna be a lot of blood and guts, boys. and
Dude,
girls.
I would pay to see that shit. I would pay to see that shit. I really would. I'd be like,
She might still whip his ass.
Listen, listen. Yeah, but Chris Brown can dance and he can, you know, he can slap a bitch every now and again. You know, it's fine. He has rhythm. It's okay. I don't know about her. Either way, once again, I'd pay to see that fight because it's up in the air about who would win. Really,
I'd pay good money for that too. Thank you, Dregs. That was a really good question. It was spicy. Go Big Boar or Go Home has a really great super chat. I actually paused when he sent this in to tell Jesse because this has got the best hashtag of the night. Even hashtag better than Ezra. Terminator 1776 made me laugh harder than anything else this last year. Thanks, guys. Hashtag cast Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, that's your new name on the show now.
Leonardo DiCaprio. I love
that sounds awesome.
Well, good thing is you'll never win an Oscar, so don't worry.
Well, damn, dude.
unless you battle a bear,
Yeah,
then you might win.
Right.
One.
Okay,
It'll be a working bear.
Christopher Richshot, thank you very much for this very kind message. He says, when comedy is in the decline due to political correctness, you guys are a welcome comfort. Thank you for all the entertainment.
We try, man, because we love comedy as well. We love all the dirty, raunchy movies that came out, you know, in the years past, and we miss them. You know, we really miss them.
Yes.
So, you know, we try to emulate that and, you know, keep everybody entertained, keep everybody happy, especially during these crazy dark times we're in right now. So,
Yeah, thank you guys. You guys have been really kind tonight with your words, so we're feeling really good.
yeah, man. You know, we got to, we got to lift up spirits, man. You know, we're in a weird place right now.
Yeah, man. The war is destroying everything about 2020, so we got to do our best to, you know, make it better.
We also have, Leo Breaker 49 says, getting caught by a booty warrior. Hashtag better than Ezra.
Oh,
A booty warrior.
They're like a dream warrior, but
booty warriors.
don't want a booty no more. I don't even know how to follow that.
Oh my god.
Thanos EBS says, yes, it's unfortunate about John. This keychain is sick. It has lights and wheels. I've been playing with it for hours.
Oh my
I
god.
display it in a glass case.
Oh my god.
I want to meet
Again,
them.
man.
Congratulations on the keychain. Sorry about your friend, buddy. Have a good night. I don't know.
Yeah, as I say, you know, it sucks about your friend, but again, every cloud, man, you got that sweet keychain.
Sweet God, thank you very much. He says, the video would have been better if he had been singing, "It was good living with you," waha, while he was choking the chick. Hashtag better than Ezra. Wah, I don't even know. There we go. Oh,
I'm guessing that's a better than Ezra song.
it is. It's the only song they have that I know of.
Oh, I know which one it is now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I fucking hated that song.
I didn't know what
I
they
was
were
not a
saying,
fan.
though. Wah.
I don't think anybody really knew what they were saying.
No. Oh, briefly though, I wanted to make this point. So maybe it was last week's show. I don't know if I addressed it. The dude from Fountains of Wayne died, right? The lead
Yeah.
Oh,
actor.
yeah.
And
Yeah, he had the COVID.
yeah, he did. He had COVID-19. So I was watching Scary Movie this past weekend with Jesse, and we were really messed up because we had a going away party for one of her friends, and we're watching Scary Movie. She had never seen it before, and the song comes on at the end of the movie called "Too Cool for School." And I'm like, man, Fountains of Wayne had two good songs. So if you're out there, folks, I might actually make that the closer for the iTunes version of this week's podcast. But it's been like my guilty pleasure. The only reason I feel guilty about it is because I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, a celebrity died, let me buy their music, let me get all this shit about them. I just didn't realize this was them, but I'd always known the song, and I was like, shit, It's a good song. So, folks, if you're looking for more entertainment, listen to Too Cool for School by Fountains of Wayne. I have a lot of fun with it. Adam Wofford says, what's better than Ezra is that bitch Carol Baskin. Well, not really.
That bitch Carol Baskin will soak you in fucking fish oil,
sardine oil,
and have it eat your ass. So yeah, ugh, man.
Logan Michael Anti-Funko Pop says, shake my head, Marvel. Shake my head.
Jeez.
Thank you very much, Logan Michael.
All you can do.
Dr. Coffinail's dropping a truth bomb right here. Thank you very much. He says, Star Wars was already a deconstruction of Flash Gordon. I believe Lucas was trying to get the rights to make a Flash Gordon flick, but couldn't, so he made Star Wars. Kind of like Spielberg wanting to make a Bond movie. Couldn't, so Lucas says, I got something better. Let's make Indiana Jones. And the world was a better place for both creations. Andy from the UK, thank you very much. He says, hey, Dion, can't wait to sit on your lap again and fall out of Nick's car. LOL. Altogether.
That was the truest form of
oh my
bonding.
God. Holy shit. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, the car ride from hell.
the what was it, half-mile car ride from the restaurant to the hotel?
Yes. Logan Sir McKinney 90 says Carol Baskin in Dark Fate, Dion.
Oh God, that bitch.
I know that bitch. Logan Michael Anti-Funko Pop says Dan Aykroyd reportedly shaved his head for the role of Egghead. He saw Aliens too.
Oh my God.
Is that what he got the inspiration for the glass bottle of his vodka?
Oh,
dude, that's good vodka though. Holy shit.
I still gotta try it.
Dan brought over
very good.
When my grandma passed away, we went over to Phil's house after the after thing where you go and eat and talk to everybody. And I was kind of bummed out, but I wanted to see my friends. And Dan's like, I got something. And he brought this Crystal Head vodka. Dude, it is so smooth. I drank like half a bottle of vodka. It was that good.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me.
It's fucking delicious.
It is. We also have our friend Darth Fatass who says they just seen they pushed Top Gun till December. Kendo, you gonna be okay? Bring back drive-in theaters, which I agree with. Kendo, are you gonna be okay though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a patient individual.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard drive-ins are getting popular now because they're all independently owned, so they can just open whenever they want to. But I've heard they're safe because you're in your car and you're listening to the movie and you're watching it, so you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
your social distance.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you don't get out and everybody go to the snack bar at the same time.
That depends on who you're. That depends on who you're in the back seat with. If you catch my drift, get your little honey in the back seat, baby. Let's watch some Top Gun while I give you some Top Gun.
Is that a code word for oral sex? Bruce Lombardo says, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. WCBS is happy. It sees its family healthy. And eat your electrolytes.
Eat your electrolytes.
That's what plants crave.
Yeah, that's what plants crave.
That's what our fans crave, electrolytes. We should get like a pack of electrolytes that we sell, like the WCBS electrolytes.
Dude,
we take it before the live drunk parties. There we go.
God. Apparently, it's really easy to get a license from the FDA too. So,
jeez,
we should get FDA approved.
Hell yeah, dude!
All these dumb things like, we're FDA approved. We're RCIA or whatever, all that shit. Recording Industry of America. We're Sith. I can't even speak. I'm laughing. Anyway, TLJ Screwjob says, Dark Fate stream? Yes.
All right, that's all excited about.
Right. Stone Cold Jeremy says, how about My Little Ponies is Zords, driven by Care Bears, told from a pessimist view?
Stop. Just stop.
Hashtag better than Ezra.
Yeah.
Bruce Lombardo says, we should have a Grizzly Man stream.
Holy shit.
A Grizzly Man stream?
Yeah.
That'd be a depressing ass ending to a stream, though.
It would be depressing.
What
is Grizzly Man the guy that went and lived with the bears and then one of the bears attacked him and killed him?
Not only that, but his fucking camera got left on, but luckily the lens cap was. But you just get no one's heard it, but there's audio of him getting fucking eaten alive, but him and his girlfriend getting eaten alive by this bear. And at the end of the documentary is the dude, getting the fucking video camera and giving it to Tim's mom.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
And then Thanos.
I think
EVS
that's just a little too dark for our drunk streams.
Yeah. Let's
If
not
a
do
bear
that.
shits in the woods, is it fucking Tim?
is a part of it's Tim's arm. Thanos EVS says this keychain is so neat. Hashtag RIP John or whatever.
Oh my god.
Damn,
That must be
that must be one powerful.
that must be
keychain.
one awesome keychain, buddy. Sorry to hear about John. Damn.
Boys, Thanos EVS wins the night. All right.
Dude, he I don't know what's happened over there, but I hope you're okay, man. Yeah. Good congratulations on the keychain. Sorry to hear about John.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah,
or whatever.
or whatever.
Here. And then finally, our friend Adam Walford. Thank you, Adam. He says, "You know it's better than Ezra tossing Corlin into your Witcher song or Joe Exotic for president." Hey, Nick. Speaking of things that are better than Ezra, tell everyone where they can find your movie.
All right, let me do this real quick. Screen share. All right, let's do this first. All right. I made a movie last year. We're doing crowdfunding for it now because we thought it was a good idea. It's called Mother News Presents Once Upon a Nightmare. It is a retelling of a lot of old fairy tale stories in an anthology form. Also, you know, we had a lot of tits and blood to it. Also, Jeff makes a cameo. You know, he's in the movie as well. We only have, according to this right now, and according to this stream, 19 hours left for you guys to buy a copy of it. I understand, you know, things are hard, things are tough right now. I get it. If you can buy a copy of it or can't help us out in any way, please look up the Kickstarter campaign and just share it. That's all we ask you. Just share it for the next 19 hours. And help us get some more people who maybe can pitch in right now. So yeah, that would be awesome. Also, subscribe to my channel, Real Independent Productions. We do talk about a lot of indie horror and a lot of movies you haven't seen yet, and probably since you've been watching a lot of movies, a lot of good suggestions on there too. Me and Kendo have been killing it with these podcasts lately, so we watched a bunch of good movies, especially one recently that I particularly like a lot, Cherokee Creek. It's really a lot of fun. We're gonna do some more this week and some more over the next few weeks until this shit's over. But yeah, go subscribe to my channel. Also, I'd really like 1,000 subs. Just 1,000 would be really great. So start monetizing this shit. You don't have to like, you know, hit the bell or whatever. Just as long as I get 1,000 subs, you don't have to watch a video on there. As long as I got the number, I'm happy. I can start monetizing this shit then. But yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah, folks, I got a copy. I'm in the movie, so I get to feel special.
Oh yeah,
But,
definitely.
Hell yeah.
Special.
You know, Nick, maybe when this all blows over, we'll go to that theater in Atlanta and we'll have a screening of this movie. So.
Jeez, man, if that theater still exists after all this.
Yeah. So, folks, we have reached the end of episode 214. I know I say this all the time, so it probably loses its potency. But god damn it, this show was fucking fun. Hold on. Chuck E. Cheese has this to say. I would like to say, just like Tiger King's husband, this show went out with a bang.
Oh my god.
It did.
Oh man.
And everyone here was responsible for it. This wasn't just
I was nowhere for that. I didn't see it happen.
Yeah, hold on, wait. Thanos EVS also chimed in with this keychain smells like gas, but it's awesome. I'm starting to feel dizzy though.
Don't do it.
That's
Open
my
a
gas. That's chloroform, and you're welcome.
Stay away from the light.
So, folks, AJ Journeyman, yes, thank you very much, best shower. No, what I wanted to say though, folks, is all these shows are a lot of fun because of all you guys. We have a fantastic time doing this, entertaining the audience. The Fandom Menace is awesome. So we want to thank all you guys for joining us each and every week. Now, this concludes this week's live shows from this channel. I'll be back on Monday with Fandom Menace tonight. I'm working on a big video. Actually, what I've decided to do, and I'll make this public again, I said it on last night's stream, YouTube's been dicking us. So what we've been doing is I've been rushing to put out videos, and they're getting very little views. And I'm, fuck it. I'm getting tired of, rushing to do this shit. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the old approach to what I'm doing is I'm making longer form videos with jokes and all this shit. And it may take a little longer to produce, but either people will want to watch them or YouTube's going to hide them from me. But we're going to put out better content than usual. Maybe it'll take a couple extra days to make each video, but the next one I got talking about Rey as the most powerful Jedi, and I think you guys are going to like it. So come back tomorrow. I'll have that ready, and it'll be a lot of fun. So we're going to go over to Patreon, record after hours. But first, you guys need to check out the after show over on Mindless Entertainment. It's going to be a very fun, boozy extravaganza. It's more than just Passover. It's fun. So from all of us here at World Class Bullshitters, Stay safe during this time of Corona. And as always, folks, be excellent to each other.
.com